Ethan Ralph has many foes, and just like his belly, Ralph's rogue gallery is always getting bigger. As fun as it is to see the new villains that are always popping into his life like Bond villains, there's just something about a main reoccurring villain that gets us. Just like how Batman has the Joker and Superman has Lex Luthor, Ralph has his own nemesis that whenever you got involved with Ralph, you knew things were about to get good. It's not Andy Worski, it's not Nora, Flamenco, Gator, Failure, or even Farmer Josh, but instead, it's everyone's favorite E-Daddy. Today's rogue is the one and only Jim.
Ethan Ralph's Rogue Gallery.
When Ralph was at the top of his game during internet bloodsports, the killstream was completely different than it is today. Not only was it watchable, but it was actually entertaining. And one of the main reasons for this was that Jim would often be a part of it, coming on not just to laugh at what was going on, but also getting involved himself in these internet slap fights. I'm not embarrassed to say that the two of them back in 2018 were able to play off each other better than any duo I have ever seen since or before, with the possible exception of the always wonderful late David Stay and also deceased John McAfee combo.
They're ordinary people just working ordinary fucking jobs in the tourist trade. By the way, half of my army and police is now unemployed because they're goddamn tourists in fucking Belize. Right? So what are they doing? They're at home abusing their fucking lives. I mean, listen, it's a social catastrophe. The drug trade is about to goddamn collapse, people. This is a real problem. Write your fucking congressman. Say,
where are you going to get your drugs?
Drug trade is about to goddamn collapse.
Where are you going to get your drugs?
Let me tell you something.
You see?
If the drug trade collapses, all of our congressmen and senators, they're going to freak the fuck out.
No,
they don't have the drugs.
Before we start this, I have to give you a heads up that a lot of the videos, tweets, and accounts and other things I'm going to be referencing are now deleted by the people that uploaded them, the platforms they were uploaded on, or the website hosting the content is no longer around. Therefore, some dates may be a day or two off, and there will be some events that I can't prove with clips or pictures, but that's enough of this intro. What do you say we go all the way back? Jim's first known video came out all the way back on April 4th, 2009. Jim, under the username Jim81Jim, did a very entertaining video on the pre-farm lolcow Spax 3 due to how outlandish his website was.
Hi everybody, this is Jim81Jim, and I decided to do a video because I'm frankly blown away. I'm blown away by the fact that this even exists, that the internet has become so horrible that shit like this can continue to go on, that there's no idea of quality control anymore. It's completely gone out the window. And I'm speechless. I'm blown away by this. When somebody told me this existed, I didn't believe them. I thought they were fucking shitting me. So I come to this website, and by God, it's real. And so I'm looking through, and I figured, it can't, this has to be like some epic troll. I mean, somebody's got to have a fucking lot of time and a twisted sense of humor. But nope, it's real. It's 100% legitimate. Now, as a disclaimer, if you don't know who Spax is, congratulations. Turn the video off. You are a winner, sir. Walk the hell away. But if you do know who he is, if you've had the misfortune of ever watching one of his Gamer Fans videos, prepare to have your mind blown the fuck away. To start with, here we are on the home page. This is the home page of Spax's Game Tune Zone. I love that title, Spax's Game Tune Zone. Like an autistic retard threw out 4 random words, he captured them and threw them onto a banner. No grammatical sense, no linking words. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's Spax's Game Tune Zone.
Jim was very unique when it came to YouTubers. You didn't go to Jim to hear him talk about old school video games like the AVGN did. You didn't go to hear him talk about movies, toys, how evil Viacom was, or anything that was popular in old YouTube. You went to Jim to hear him talk about other people, and whatever else he wanted to talk about. One of the best early Jim videos was literally just him ripping into his friend Mike, because Mike wasn't able to unzip some game ROMs.
Okay, look at that. Okay, you said you couldn't get into the file, you couldn't get into the folder at all. It was completely locked. There was no way to get in there. You couldn't read anything. You couldn't access anything. Double-click it. Oh, there's the folder. Double-click it again. Okay, you couldn't read the README file, you said. Oh, holy shit, I'm reading the README file. Let's see what it says. Hey, Mike, I included Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, Secret of Mana, and Phoenix Wright. I tested all the ROMs, and they work. So if you're having trouble, it has to do with your emulator settings or your PC Mac slash Linux, whatever the fuck you use. And here I even walk you through how to use a goddamn DS, how to use an N64, what settings and plugins to use. Okay, now next thing you said is you can't even get them out of the folder. They're completely locked into the goddamn folder. So let's see. let's just pick GoldenEye. And we'll move it out. Oh my god, it's fucking magic, Mike! I don't know how I'm doing it!
The first video from Jim that I ever watched was him talking about old school slideshow commentary videos. I hate to keep saying this, but if you weren't there from 2010 to 2012, then you don't know what kind of drama you missed back then, whether it was from Gyro, Hedgie, and Shadvic the Hedgehog, all the way up to Twilight Mom. I mention this because the master troll Jim was more than able to troll the commentary community back in the day, pretending to be a furry that was being bullied in school and got them to take the bait back in 2011.
Hey guys, it's me, Panthy Liger Girl, and over here with me I've got Mr. Jim.
Or
Mr. Jim.
Wolf Tiger Fox Lover 875.
Yeah,
Yep.
there we go. Yeah, okay, so we're both pretty much here. So, what happened? Okay, so Jim made this account to fuck with people.
Yep, Wolf Tiger Fox Lover 875.
Right, and he did like all this great shit. Like he made Cream his avatar. he said, he was getting like made fun of. Like people were making fun of him for being gay and like all this crazy bullshit.
Yep, all the terrible bully jerks picking on me because I was
I love it.
a fat Southerner who was gay.
Right, rock on. Then people like throwing rocks at him and like all this stuff, and all these like fucking nerdy ass like little anime kids like come along and they start like doing like commentaries and like leaving like all these comments and like oh you're such a get off the internet. And so I asked Jim, I'm like, okay Jim, like this is like really really funny. How about I pretend to be, like, the girl that you go to high school with who's, like, really sympathetic and is, like, stop picking on the gay kid, and you were, like, pretty much like, sure, like, go ahead, fucking do that.
The best friend, yeah, you came in as Panther Liger Girl. Yeah.
The best friend is kind of the best friend, like, mostly out of pity.
Right, yeah, the one chick who feels really, really bad for the
obligated to
awkwardly social fucktard, yep.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like, I came along, I fucking, like, confirmed all his stories. Like, you guys don't know what it's like to, be gay and, you have rocks thrown at you. And it's just like this obvious fucking shit. Like, you have to be, like, really, really stupid to, like, believe that any of this is, like, actually going on.
You'd have to be legitimately retarded to believe that any of these two accounts were at all real. I mean, it was it's so obviously parody that anybody who took, that is being legitimate is fucking retarded.
Watching Jim was always a good time, whether he was talking about a video game, something bad going on, or even a crazy Canadian hooker vegan psycho that forced her son to eat flowers, dirt, and other non-foods that would actually make someone in the third world do a double take. Believe me when I say I wish I could talk about this ancient era Jim more, because when I started really getting into Jim, finding one of these old videos was like finding a treasure trove. Jim's channel, The Internet Aristocrat, really started to pick up steam back in 2013 with his quality video series such as Internet Insanity, Tumblrisms, The Hugbox Chronicles, and other non-serialized videos. But then, something happened that would change Jim's course forever. In August 2014, a little event called Gamergate happened. You might have heard of it.
Sex for favors, secrets, cover-ups, corruption. I've heard things that'll blow your mind, and now I think it's time you get the whole story. I'm Jesse Ventura, and this is Quinspiracy Theory.
To tell a story that I could make an entire video about short, Gamergate was a total revolt from the gaming class when it came to games journalists that can still be felt today. Ethan Ralph, the hero of this story, had written 2 articles for his website theralphretort.com before Gamergate, with the 2 articles in question being Elliot Roger Was Crazy, and the second being called Mario Kart 8 Time. But Ralph's third article went straight into Gamergate, written on September 14th, 2014, called Gamergate Exposes Leia Alexander, the Worst Critic in Gaming. Ralph's article said, although Gamergate has been burning brightly since at least August 20th, I didn't really get into the fray until August 28th. Why the 28th, you ask? Well, that was the day I read the infamous Gamers Are Dead article on Gamasutra. I'd read a few pieces from the author in the past, but I'd never paid her much attention. That was my mistake, but it's one that I won't be repeating again. That was the intro to a genuinely interesting article on Leia Alexander and her threatening people not with facts about what they've done or said, but instead saying that she was a megaphone in the gaming community and that people would listen to her. So, with both Jim and Ralph in the same sphere as content creators, it wasn't a surprise that Internet Aristocrat and the Ralph Retort would eventually meet up. The first time that I can see that Jim ever mentioned Ralph was him talking about an article that Ralph had written on his website about the forum NeoGAF.
Well, it starts to come out that maybe NeoGAF had a reason for that. This article that was put up on the Ralph Retort talks about NeoGAF and the site owner allegedly illegally selling content to Kotaku for a profit. Now, they had done this action, and then if you look back at the timeline of these events, had changed their terms of service agreement to allow them to do it. But the fact of the matter is, this article points out a timeline in which they had sold the information and then altered the terms of service to make it allowable. Well, bravo, NeoGAF.
On October 10th, 2014, Ralph talked to Jim for the first time, as well as the game developer Daniel Varva, co-director of Warhorse Studios, best known for Kingdom Come Deliverance, in an interview. This interview, unfortunately, however, seems to be lost to time, but Ralph in 2018 on his website, when promoting it as a flashback, said that he was nervous during the interview. On October 24th, 2014, Ralph, Jim, Sargon, Roguestar, and Jim's now wife, Jade, went onto a live stream together.
Welcome, everybody. I thought I'd do a Gamergate Tonight stream due to the immense amount of happenings over the last week and being kind of out of the loop, so I brought some people on. We've got the Ralph Retort, Sargon of Akkad, Roguestar, and Jade. And we're going to be talking about just the monumental victories of the last week, because there have been so many, it's almost hard to believe compared to the last 2 months. The momentum has picked up magnitudes more than it was previously. So does somebody want to start us off? What happened today?
Social justice meltdown. What has been going on the past couple of days? Just an absolute denial of reality. What is going on with them?
Well, that's their typical MO. They refuse to address what actually happens in reality. They love to pretend that things are one way when they're completely the opposite. And I think seeing that in a corporate way is fucking amazing. Watching Gawker blow up is amazing.
Ralph said that they're kind of like the Mafia, clearly sloshed.
They call us ISIS because we strike terror in them, and they call us Ebola because we're killing their ass.
What about the founder of ISIS said we were the Mafia today also, yeah.
They said we're the Mafia? Really?
Yeah, it's the Mafia, not politics.
Oh, yeah,
we're a mafia of autistic people. We're the La Spurga Nostra.
Ralph asked the question, who would ask a charity to give back money, not knowing what would happen to him just over 4 years later?
Again, $70,000, wasn't it, for the Fine Young Capitalist?
Yeah.
You had $10,000 for anti-bullying.
12,000 for anti-bullying.
It just doesn't stop. The amount of money that's been just fucking given away for causes that people thought are good, and they keep painting this narrative that, you know, all these people in Gamergate are misogynists, they hate women, they beat puppies. We're giving money to fucking female game development and anti-bullying bullying charities. What the fuck are you talking about? What have you guys done? You haven't done shit.
That's it, validated through right action, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Our fucking actions speak louder than our words. All they've got are their words. They haven't done shit. Where's your fucking donation to anti-bullying? Where's your fucking donation to female game development? You sure talk about it a lot, but you don't really do anything, do you?
Yeah, shall we talk about their actions, you know, the things they do? Because, you know, if they speak louder than words...
They bitch on Twitter, that's all they do.
What kind of people tries to make a charity give back money? Like, I don't even know.
What are they going to show up at the orphanage and take the money out of the food out of the kid's fucking mouth? Like, what kind of people are they?
Jim had asked the question why Gamergate had did so much better than other movements, and Ralph had an interesting point.
So has anybody really sat down, though, to kind of look at... I think it is an interesting question. Why has this succeeded where others have failed? I mean, what do you think, if you guys had to pin it on something, what do you think Gamergate has done differently or better that has allowed it to succeed this much, where others would have imploded or failed? Why did... Anonymous stall up when they were going against Scientology? Why did Occupy Wall Street stall up when it was going against big banks?
Hey, Total Biscuit is in chat and he wants to get on. That's what your chat is saying.
Well, are they? Yeah, but my chat also asks me every other day how big my dick is and how old it is. So are we sure that's true?
Well, I know why Gamergate's winning. Basically, it's leaderless. It's just, you know, the sheer amount of chaos that, you know, this movement sprung from, and, you know, the fact that we have no central organization, we're all basically on the same ideals, and we all, actually, in the realm of Gamergate itself, we all debate and verify each other's issues. We call each other out, We don't just take each other's word for it. I mean, I've been screamed at from the very beginning here. So the fact that Gamergate is doing the job that game journalists should be doing is speaking for the success in itself, and digging up fact after fact after fact and exposing scandal after scandal. That's what makes Gamergate win. And the fact that we're essentially leaderless, that they have to target an entire hashtag without blaming individuals, so to speak. That's pretty much what has the enemy shitting their pants, because they can't fight an entire demographic when it's all solidified on each other.
Plus,
all right. I'm sorry. One sec, man. Chat keeps bringing up Total Biscuit. I'm fairly certain they're just fucking with me, but on the off chance they're not, I followed him on Twitter. I can send him a DM if he follows back. If he really wants on, I'll send him a link to the Google thing. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Ralph.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. I mean, we've had bad press before too. I think that's also toughened us up against a lot of this. I mean, we've had media onslaughts, not this big, but with the Columbine stuff in the '90s, and some of the senators, Joe Lieberman and Hillary Clinton, have tried to lead stuff against games before. So I think it's kind of hardened us up a little bit.
You mean we're veterans of these sort of online
right?
wars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they picked the wrong demographic to attack, didn't they?
That stream was doing so well, even Total Biscuit joined in.
Hi, I'd like to talk about my long-standing axe that I have to grind with minorities.
Well, I'm a minority. Well, hello, Total Biscuit.
Hi.
Hello.
I hope you're resting, man, because the health issues, and it's just great for you to come along here. Hoping that your rest and recovery is doing fine, man.
It's coming along. I'm constantly eating painkillers, which does make the act of debating a little difficult, but the challenge is nice after all.
I could imagine, yeah.
Jim on November 4th, 2014 would do a legendary stream simply called Lazy Saturday Stream. Ralph never showed up to this stream, but it would be referenced by him over 8 years later due to something very spicy Jim did with his now wife. Jim has a habit of leaving the internet after the account that he's using starts to get popular, and the Internet Aristocrat was no exception. Jim would delete the Internet Aristocrat account and then disappeared for a few months. Ralph would do an exit interview with Jim and released it in an article on November 29th, 2014. I think that the most interesting part about this article was when Ralph said this. He told me that he was even offered employment by opponents to presumably come in and be the House Gamergate voice. That's not something he wanted to do, and I don't blame him. While a sick part of me would have liked to see him shake up one of those places, I know that it wouldn't work. Plus, he just doesn't want it, despite being one of the most talented broadcasters I've seen in my life. He just doesn't want to be famous. If that means he has to kill his Internet Aristocrat persona and hide out for half a year until everyone forgets him, then so be it. He's done it before, and I'm sure he will do it again. Not only do I agree with what Ralph said about Jim being the most talented broadcaster I've ever seen, with every stream being a good one, but Ralph was also right about Jim coming back under a new persona, this time going by the name Mrmetokur. Ralph would post an article as soon as he could on March 29th, 2015 called The Artist Formerly Known as Internet Aristocrat Returns as Mrmetokur. In Ralph's own words, I've only gotten through about 10 minutes of his new video, but I wanted to get the news out as quickly as possible. The artist formerly known as Internet Aristocrat has returned to the scene as Mrmetokur, with a new video about the recent RadFam uproar at Dalhousie University in Canada. Ralph would continue to pump out articles on the Ralph Retort, some actually as lazy as just using Jim's avatar and saying that Jim did a game review. And Jim would keep growing on the Mrmetokur channel, uploading quality videos and streams. Ralph would write an article called Update on Mrmetokur, aka Internet Aristocrat, on July 14th, 2015, talking about Jim's failing health. As it turns out, Mrmetokur has been going through a rougher time than we all had imagined. I knew he would likely make fun of me for even writing this article, but I think his contributions warrant this sort of update on his life and work. He usually doesn't tell us that much about his circumstances, true things anyway, but on Facebook recently he did. In the article, we see a post from Jim on Facebook where he said, "Decided I'd post this, otherwise people will probably wonder when the next video is coming out. Recently, my computer flipped its shit and the hard drive started dying on me. I was going to get around to replacing this, but just this evening, my GPU started shitting out on me too. With both these parts taking a swim down shit river, it'll probably be around 4 to 5 months before I replace them, or in gym time, next Monday. I generally don't post this personal shit since it's the internet, and why would you ever do that? But given that people will probably find the time frame strange, considering the parts aren't really that expensive, I figured, fuck it, why not? Long story short, I've been ill for about 9 months or so, which has essentially financially broken me. Lots of credit cards, and selling shit, etc. So, as you can imagine, computer parts are pretty low on the priority list." Then, on August 28th, Ralph would get arrested and go to jail for assaulting a police officer while drunk in a hotel lobby. This is the event that gave Ralph his felony charge. I'll let Ralph defend himself in a minute, but for the meantime, Ralph's friend Gator would tell the real story on what happened years later on a live stream.
Ralph was broke as shit. So, Flo had to pay for
he has
all...
hundreds in the bank. That's a direct quote. I have hundreds in the bank.
Well, see, Ralph's problem is that he's really bad with money. Imagine that. So he made a shitload of money.
Some sort of cocaine monster, occasionally comes up a little bit short.
Yeah.
No.
Hang on. I just realized what I just said. Ralph occasionally comes up a little short.
No, it was thousands in the bank. Anyway,
thousands in the bank. Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe now after the Vickers get their fill, he'll have hundreds.
Man, I can't wait till I've got 1,000 in the bank. I'm gonna order a fucking monocle from Alibaba.
So anyway, back to the story. So, Ralph had spent all of his fucking money, all of his ill-gotten gains, and was broke as shit. And so, Flo offered, "Oh, well, you can stay in my hotel room because we're hanging out in DC and all that shit." And he was like, "Okay, cool." Mind you, he also paid for the Ubers and everything the whole fucking weekend. So, Ralph is, they're drinking, and they go back to the hotel, and Flo gets a prostitute. And literally kicks Ralph out of the fucking hotel room so he could fuck the prostitute. And Ralph was super fucking pissed. But Ralph was also super fucking pissed drunk. So he somehow winds up down in the hotel lobby, where by this point, he's caused such a disturbance.
Is he pissed because he has to leave while he fucks the prostitute, or is he pissed because he thought Flo was going to share?
Stop Spencer-rapping. Let him finish his
I
story.
imagine he probably thought Flo was going to share with him, and was disappointed to find out, no, Ralph, you have to buy your own hooker.
He wanted to share the hooker. What a fuck. He wanted to share a hooker.
It's like a ride share, but with pussy.
Like an Uber, but for prostitutes.
From everything I've heard, not having had first-hand knowledge, like prostitutes are like bouncy castles. You just say, "It's my turn."
Oh, it's all while he was with Nora, right?
Yes. By the way. And that's the like icing on the cake here, is that he was with Nora when all of this was fucking going down. So Ralph goes to the hotel lobby, passes out. Apparently, the staff at the hotel had tried to get him to move, because they don't want just some random drunk guy sleeping in the middle of the fucking lobby snoring. Well, Ralph was very combative, and apparently tried to attack the poor fucking bellhop or whatever that went to like rouse him up. So guess what they did? They called the fucking police.
Are you telling me that this story I've been told over and over again for years about how I was just having a couple of drinks, I fell asleep in the lobby, which was silly of me, and I didn't realize it was a cop that was trying to move me, and I just sort of waved my hands around. Next thing I know, I'm going to jail for assault. Are you telling me that fucking story was bullshit?
Absolute bullshit. That's not exactly what happened.
I'm shocked. I'm stunned.
What happened is
my shock
Ralph
is
was
widely enlarged.
Ralph was passed out, completely shit-faced drunk. The hotel staff tried to rouse him up. He got combative, took a swing at one, and eventually they said, you know what, fuck it, we're just calling the police. And they did. And guess what happened? The
Okay,
police... Yes.
This exact story minus the arrest happened in Miami. I swear to God, me and Alex, but Ralph got lucky. So Ralph passes out on like a chair or whatever. It's like a nice hotel actually in Miami on like and he's blackout drunk, and the people at the desk are like, yo, you have to get your homie out of here or we're gonna phone the police. I'm like, Ralph. And then Ralph started fighting me and Alex in the lobby. And I'm like, no, he's good, dude, he's good. I had to grab him and put him in like a headlock, and me and Alex have to drag him back to the hotel room. So I saved him from jail that night.
Ralph would hint at the arrest in an article called Lemonade and admitted to getting arrested on September 9th, 2016 with this Free Ralph picture up. Hello, readers of theralphreport.com. As you know, I've had some personal difficulties as of late. The Lemonade post from the other day was dictated to me over a jail phone, which is definitely a first for this site. Of course, it was penned before all the news broke out into the open, so it's pretty much out of date at this point. Also, I'm now out of jail, and as such, I will be resuming my work here on the site and elsewhere. Things aren't settled yet, but it's time to get back to work. On December 15th, 2016, Ralph would do the unthinkable these days and upload an article called Editor's Note, All Apologies. I'll read out the first part of the article, where Ralph actually takes responsibility for his actions that night. On August 27th of this year, I traveled to Loudoun County to meet up with a colleague that I had done some projects with online. I almost stopped myself from going several times. Now, of course, I wish I had. At the time, though, I had no knowledge that this visit would change my life in some drastic ways. Hindsight is 20/20, as they say. Now, I want you to think about what Gator just said and compare that story with this one. I got drunk and had a dispute with the individual I met up with. That's about the last time I remember from that evening. At some point, I made my way down to the lobby of the hotel, fell asleep, and was awakened by Loudoun County Sheriff's deputies. I do not recall what happened, or even being woken up at all. The next thing that I clearly bring into my mind is the moment when I was in the Loudoun Adult Detention Center being told by one of the officers who arrested me that I was charged with 2 felonies. That's not one of my fondest memories, but it is very memorable nonetheless. I eventually was released on bail right after I made headlines across county for this regrettable situation. Over the last few months, the case has wound its way through the courts. In fact, it's still winding its way through the courts, however. I hit a certain milestone today that has brought me to the point where I need to address the issue in detail for the first time. The impetus for this post, in short, I've signed a plea agreement with the Commonwealth of Virginia. The terms of the agreement are as follows. All charges have been dropped against me except 1 felony count of assaulting a law enforcement officer, which I have agreed to plead guilty to. I was hopeful that I could get that taken down to a misdemeanor, but given my actions that night, it was not possible. As I said, I don't remember what happened at all, but that doesn't absolve me of anything. I put myself in that situation by getting incredibly drunk. Deputies Shaftas and Lots were just doing their jobs, and I hold no ill will whatsoever against either of those gentlemen. The responsibility for everything that happened lies complete with me. I apologize to both those men, as I am very thankful that no one was hurt, myself included. It would have been easy for Deputy Chavez to harm me severely, but he did not. He was very professional and took me into custody with as little force as possible. The law being what it is in Virginia, my guilty plea of this charge means that I will spending a minimum of 6 months in jail. I'm not going yet. As I said, there's still court procedures and such. Still, I will be likely to be in custody before May at the latest. Jail sucks, and this is an outcome I would have worked to avoid. But that's how things work, and I have no one to blame but myself. I will serve whatever time is given to me with the full knowledge that I have earned that sentence. Unlike some people who I have written about, I will not make any excuses for my plight. Again, I take 100% responsibility for everything that has happened. Then, on June 20th, 2017, Ralph went to prison to serve his time and uploaded an article the day before called The Long Goodbye. In that article, Ralph had thanked a lot of people, but he had a special thanks for Jim for giving him the spotlight back in the day. Jim, on the other hand, at this point, had just talked about Terry A. Davis in his Internet Insanity series, and was on the second episode of his hit Channel Awesome videos, too. Ralph's website started to flounder, getting kicked off AdSense, whereas Jim set up a Patreon and started making some real money. It was announced directly on Ralph's website that he was getting out of prison on February 2nd, 2018, and when Ralph did get out, he did a kill stream to celebrate.
Hello and welcome to a special edition of the Kill Stream. I am your host, Ethan Ralph, the owner and the newly reinstalled editor-in-chief of the RalphReport.com. It has been a while since I've been here for a stream. Not only has it been a while since I've been here for a stream, it's been a while since I've been in Free Society, period. I am not only very happy to be back, I am a little bit nervous. The stream is about an hour late, mostly my fault, and I apologize for that, but, my second screen didn't want to come on. As you can see right now, the screen looks like shit, sorry. It's usually a little bit more put together than this. I'm not saying I'm Walter Cronkite or CNN or whatever, but... Buffering already, dude. Yes, well, probably. They messed up his TV. Exactly, Gator. It was they that did. But anyway, I'm here and just ready to get back to things.
I'm not exaggerating when I say within 5 minutes of starting this stream, the day he gets out of prison, Ralph starts talking about Jim.
I mean, me and Mr. Metokur, we're not tight. I'm not gonna sit here a lot, but me and him, we hang out, we smoke cigarettes together, or whatever, We're big bros, but I've known him. I know what he's like. He actually retweeted my photo today, so shout out to that. And he's a good dude, but Jeff Holiday is a creep. I don't know what to say.
Ralph even talks about going on the morning Kumite before he even knew what that was.
He said it a while back, but we were running our mouth. And he said, "Welcome back, Ralph. We will be seeing you on the Kumite in the future." Hey, look, I've been locked down for 8 months. I don't really know what the Kumite is, but I would damn sure be glad to come on there. Plus, I'm convinced Matt bought an animatronic baby.
Then, on February 5th, just 3 days after Ralph got out of prison, Jim announced that his illness would eventually spiral out of control, causing him to leave the internet. Sorry about the recent delay with videos. I had said when I started my Patreon that if I couldn't keep up with it, I would close it down, and I may be reaching that point soon. I don't usually go into personal details, but my health isn't the best, and lately, it's been on the downturn. I'll have a better idea later this week on the future of this, and videos altogether. Depending on how things go, I may be closing up shop. If I do, I'll be shutting down the Patreon, though I'll leave the channel up so you can watch the videos that are already up there. Again, not sure how this will all turn out, but I figured I'd at least give you all a heads up in the meantime. Thanks for the support. While this Patreon has been active and I've been making videos, definitely helped. Jim would give another update on February 13th, saying, without going into too much detail after some consultations, tests, and new meds, things are looking a bit better. I'm still going to play it ear by ear, and if it seems like I can't maintain a consistent output, I'll close up shop. But for the near term, I think I'll be okay. Also, contrary to what people have said, I do not in fact have the dreaded cancer AIDS. Thanks for your patience with all this. Give me a few days here and I should be back into video production. The following is really important for what's about to happen with Ralph. Back in January of that year, the streamer and fellow Rogue Gallery member Andy Worski hosted a debate between Sargon of Akkad and Richard Spencer. Andy had unknowingly created a new genre called Internet Blood Sports, or IBS for short. The main shows for this new genre were Andy Worski's Worski Live and the Morning Kumite, hosted by Failure and Tonkasaw. Well, just like how there was Jerry, Maury, and Steve Wilkos, IBS had room for one more. Ralph would throw his hat into the ring, and I'm gonna let Jim take it for a minute. This is his intro to the IBS Apocalypse stream.
Oh, IBS, Internet Blood Sports. Internet Jerry Springer, you can think of it how you like, but it had a few different shows that kind of popped up around it. One would be Adam Worski. He was partnered with JF for a while. They kind of split ways, and Adam, the scourge of Hasbro, went and did his own thing. Then you have the Morning Kumite with Failure and Takasaw. You've also got the Ralph Retort with Ralph, and formerly Backyard Bloodsports, now Backyard Radio with Jeffstony and Diogenes. We've also got a few people that aren't really affiliated with any of those. Joakim from Heel Turn, and then somebody by the name of Zoom. They've all got some issues they wanted to work out. People were saying they weren't offered a platform to speak their mind, to speak their speech. So I'm going to bring them all on. I'm going to let them have their go. I'm going to let them say what they want to say. We've got videos. We've got screen caps. A twisted tale of everybody opping each other. It's nonstop 24-hour ops going on in here. And it's going to be a shit show.
This stream came out on May 20th, 2018, and I wish I could say that I was going to keep this between Jim and Ralph, because they barely talked in that whole thing.
Oh, we got somebody jumping in. Who do I have joining me first here?
Jim, how you doing, man? It's Ralph, yeah.
Okay, let me just double check here. Make sure the audio's actually coming through. All right, I'm still sending out invites to everybody. You want to say something again, Ralph?
Nothing, man. Just thanks for having me on. Should be a good shit show today.
Okay. I just got a few more people to invite here. I think one more to send out, and I think we're good. And then we're just waiting on everybody to pop in.
I listened to that whole thing, and I genuinely wish I didn't.
It was only posted. No,
you're on there bragging about doxing him and giving out his docs to everybody, but
I never go on that. I never talk in
the
chat.
Master fucking
and again, Ralph,
hacker
nobody
you
wants
are.
to hear anything.
What a master fucking troll you are. You can't even
say, Ralph. Don't come at me like you're some kind of fucking. When I was 14 years old, I got an iPod Nano for Christmas, and that iPod Nano is bigger than your dick.
Hey Jim, why don't you?
So I can't take you seriously with a 2-inch micro penis trying to talk shit to me.
How about your smart girlfriend with her nude pics all over
you take your front-footed Sim 1 Scamsy Hobbit-looking ass back to the Shire and go back to being the Ellen IBS, you fucking idiot.
After about 5 hours of people that weren't Ralph screaming, Ralph said goodbye and left the stream.
Wrestling's real, guys.
Can I just get mine first because I'm supposed to be on Naked Ape show?
Oh, yeah, shit, sorry, man, go ahead. Yep.
Basically, I don't have a closing statement. Just thank you for having me. I guess I mean, I was only kind of, tangentially involved in the first place. But yeah, I appreciate you having me and keeping me here hostage for about 5 hours.
Yeah, I wanted everybody to have a chance to respond. I didn't know what everybody was going to bring up, so if somebody said something, I wanted them here to have a chance to respond.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to leave and let people say Ralph's ducking out or whatever. So
no, everybody showed up. Everybody stuck through.
If anybody has anything to say to me here, because I'm actually about to leave right now because I'm supposed to be on there. But yeah,
nah, man, you're good.
All right.
Thanks, Ralph.
All right, take it easy, Ralph.
Peace out, guys.
Who wants to go next?
But 4 days later, on May 24th, Jim would be Ralph's guest on the Kill stream, where Jim and the IP2 streamer, Corin, the Ancient One, got into it.
Hello, Mr. Metokur. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Why are you mispronouncing my fucking name?
Oh, I apologize.
It's not Metokur. I don't know where you guys are getting that. It's Minotaur. When you fuck with the bulls, you get the horns. You hear what I'm saying? All right, running Kiwi Farms ain't pussy business here, Ralph. So I've got ops I'm running. What do you need?
Well, I mean, I thought this was the peace summit. I thought we were...
I don't know. I heard some dried up fucking thought wanted to talk to me, so here I am.
What's... Corinne, are you still here? By the way, we can still hear this in the background, so just kind of turn it down.
I can barely hear you guys.
Tell Grandma to turn her hearing aids up and turn her fucking stream down, all right? To get this shit rolling.
Okay, if he says any more bad words, I'm gonna hang up on him. He doesn't own Kiwi Farm, and you guys lied to me. A little kid named Moon owns Kiwi Farm.
No. So a little kid named Moon, boy, you're a dumb cunt, aren't you? Aren't you? You're a dumb motherfucker.
No more bad words.
All right, I just...
Corinne, tell me which of the following is a bad... Tell me which of the following is a bad word. You're a fucking whore. Is that a bad word, Corinne?
Listen to that.
Are you a fucking... Is that a bad word? Would you list that on your bad word list?
This is why he's an internet supervillain. He's an internet supervillain.
Corinne, I'm curious. Did you use your super chat money to hire a maid to clean up the cobwebs in your pussy?
I've never had a super chat money, so you're a liar and you're a shitty reporter.
It was a question, Corinne.
I've never had any
It was a
super chat
question,
money, so
Corinne,
you're
not
a
a
liar.
statement. It's called a
Yeah.
question, not a statement. I don't know who
Mr.
Moon
Metokur,
is.
you're
I
a
don't know
liar,
I don't
and
know.
no
I
one
don't know
should
what
watch
Moon
your
is. I
show.
don't know what you're talking about. You're a confused old woman.
You never say bad words to women.
You're a
ever.
confused
Ever.
old woman, Corinne.
And I'm an American blonde, and my family founded.
I don't know if
the
that's a
United
natural
States
hair
of America.
color. At the age
And
of
you
60, doesn't it start to
never,
go gray?
Ever. I'm nowhere near 60.
Oh, you're
and that's
64,
rude.
63, I think, somewhere up there.
No.
I'm pretty sure you are. You look
No.
like you have more plastic on you
God,
than a
why do
Barbie
people-
doll.
Ralph actually had to get involved because Corian thought that Jim wasn't the real Mr. Metokur.
Hack the site Kiwi Farms. That's what we do, Corinne. That's how we do.
Okay. My chat is telling me to hang up on you because that's not really Mr. Metokur.
No, that's
It's him.
That's really Mr.
100%.
Metokur.
I don't know.
I told you, Corinne, it's Mr. Minotaur. Because
No
you
one
fuck with
can
the bull, you get the
verify.
horns.
Corinne.
No one can verify.
Corinne,
No,
it's 100% him.
Yeah,
Trust
it's
me.
I want verification.
Cor-
Everyone's saying that. it's
Corinne,
not
I
true.
talked to you. We talked to you before the stream. I talked to you before the
I know,
stream.
but you lied to me. Who's Matt
I didn't lie to
Who's
you.
Matt Jarbo?
They all lied
Who
to
is
you,
Matt
Corinne.
Jarbo?
They all lied to you. They all work for Kiwi Farms. We're
Well,
all
you
24
lie.
opping up here. It's all 24-hour ops up in here, Corinne.
Jihadi Jarbo is one of his acolytes.
Who is Matt? She's asking who is Matt Jarbo, Jim? Can you?
Matt Jarbo is an administrator. Matt Jarbo is an administrator on Kiwi Farms. Jihadi Jarbo is the one that ran the Gamergate op, Corinne, to get whores out of video games. Well, maybe read a book, Corinne. I don't know. Zoe Quinn wrote a book. Go read it. Can you read?
Keep on jabbing me.
Can you read? Are you
Does it make
able to?
feel better about
Or your
yourself when
old
you're with
eyes
women?
make it difficult
Does
to
it
make
make
out
you feel
figures
like
on
a
a piece
hotter
of paper?
person when-
They talked about a lot that stream, but what I consider to be most important about it was when they started talking about MundaneMatt, somebody that would eventually be vital for both Ralph's success and his fall that will be thoroughly talked about soon.
MundaneMatt, MundaneMatt and his recordings. I don't know if you saw his tweet. I guess it was yesterday, where he said, "Oh, he's been drunk and he's been tired and he doesn't like the person he's become, and he's sorry and he's gonna."
Oh well, there was a new one, and I really wanted.
I heard
to
he was shit talking you. Actually, I haven't.
Yeah,
heard it.
I know. No, yeah, there's one where he's like, and 70% of Jim's contents are lies, and then he brings up Sargon, and I wanted to take it. He's like, because he doesn't show context, right? And I really wanted to take that clip and change it so he said, and 70% of Sargon's content is lies, and then put it up for laughs. Yeah, no, I had a bunch of dumb fucks like from the crowd server, like Dralasta and all these other YouTube academic retards, bitching me out saying you secretly recorded him. I'm not the one that recorded that, and I'm not the one that released it. Like, I'm not in control of these secret recordings, so I don't know what the fuck these retards.
Yeah, I think that was Dralasta I saw on your timeline. It's like, oh, Jim's releasing shit or whatever, clearly having no awareness that was released, independently.
Oh, do you know what he was bothered about too in that clip where he was talking? He was mad about the Kilroy thing.
Oh, I thought, dude, I watched that little stream you did with him, and you were like, you weren't even that mean. I mean, you were making jokes because it was obviously a retarded event, but it could have been a lot nastier. Let's just put it that way. I don't think he has any right to be to be upset about that.
No, he can say whatever he wants. The funny thing is with the recordings and shit, with all three of them, really, people are like, if he said this shit in his videos, I'd sub. I'd watch his stuff.
Yep. I can't tell you how many people on Twitter are just like, wow, Matt, like, I hope he sticks with this because, like, he's actually, I like him now if he talks like that.
It's not so mundane anymore, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, people wanted, like, people were liking it, but he's, like, apologizing for it. And I was like, why are you ruining your redemption arc?
I know, that's what I'm
Matt, what are you doing?
Like, this is the best I've seen MundaneMatt probably ever. And the funny thing is, that's the shit he actually believes, but he kind of sanitizes it for his videos and stuff. If he just, shot from the hip like that.
He could be the most red-pilled motherfucker on the internet again.
Yeah, he could. Well, I mean, I know his audience is kind of, his numbers are kind of dropping. So I don't, like, what does he have to lose, right? Why be the nice guy with milquetoast opinions? You're not gaining anything from that.
No, I think he'd be better if he was a little meaner. I really liked what he said about Greg, Seanhead's boyfriend, and he like sort of walked it back on our stream a couple days ago or whatever.
Are you talking about the he'd cry if he saw?
Yeah, I thought that was fucking fantastic. I was like, damn, dude, that's good. If he was more like that on his streams and his videos, I think he'd get a better audience and more people would engage with him.
On June 7th, on the kill stream, Jim said something to Ralph that will be brought up much later.
A little hilarious. Oh, also, I don't know if you saw Warski's stream, but the Kumite is apparently done. Did you have any thoughts on that, since we have you here on the breaking news story?
No, I missed that. What's going on?
They're saying the Kumite is done. They're quitting. Apparently, it's not a comedy bit. They're actually going to quit the Kumite. So.
All right, now are we sure, or is this going to be a tomorrow? Hey, we got you guys. It's a zinger.
No, Andy said it's not going to be on his channel anymore. Tonka doesn't want to do it, so I think Failure was talking about doing a morning show, like on his own. So
I don't know. Whatever. If they don't like doing it, they don't like doing it. I guess is that why are they quitting? I guess I should probably ask.
I think. Well, they did cite the stream on Sunday, and I think Tonka maybe just getting fed up. People have been going at him pretty hard the last couple weeks, so it seems like that's kind of gotten to him a little bit.
Things are about to get a little hectic here, so please bear with me. Fast forward to August 10th, and Jim was there for the highest point of Ralph's career, and arguably the highest point of Ralph's life, even more than the birth of either of his children. This could be a video on its own, and it already is. I've covered it multiple times, but it's vital to the rest of this story, so let's get into it. Back on May 2nd, the Chilean YouTuber Dame Pesos uploaded a video called The Video Matt False Flagged Plus Evidence. In this video, Dame Pesos said that MundaneMatt, someone that both Jim and Ralph worked with back during Gamergate, had flagged down his videos with false copyright strikes.
In one of MundaneMatt's live streams, Metokur showed up to make fun of MundaneMatt because of the Kilroy situation. People took that clip and put it on their own YouTube channels to archive Mr. Metokur making fun of MundaneMatt. MundaneMatt didn't like that, so he DMCA'd all of those clips. He said that they don't count as fair use because they don't have commentary. So I commented on the video. I made a comment on MundaneMatt looking like a fat pig in the video. That's a comment. I'm commenting on the video that made the video fair use. MundaneMatt could not DMCA the video, so he flagged the video for harassment and bullying. MundaneMatt is a rat. He did it. I know he did it. This happened right after Mr. Metokur tweeted my commentary on the video. He tweeted it. MundaneMatt follows Jim on Twitter, and just to be 100% sure, I tweeted at Matt a summary of my commentary. And the tweet got flagged immediately after. I have like 2 followers on Twitter. MundaneMatt was probably the only person who saw that tweet, and the tweet that only Matt saw got flagged for the same reasons the video did. He did it. Okay. He's a flagger. MundaneMatt is a rat. He's a rat and a flagger. He flags things that hurt his feelings because he doesn't have a penis anymore. He has a vagina full of soy and fragile emotions. He might not have SJW beliefs, but he behaves like one. If you wanna see the original video, the link is in the description.
This is what caused Dame Pesos to create what is still the #1 video series featuring MundaneMatt, called The Soyless Matt Show, just a few days later on May 7th.
Welcome to The Soyless Matt Show. No fat, no soy, 1 video a week instead of 10 a days. I don't lactate like the other I'm better. Welcome to The Soyless Matt Show. For our first news of the day, TacoTuber Dame Pesos, after being false flagged on YouTube and Twitter by MundaneMatt, decided to start a new YouTube series, The Soyless Matt Show. When approached for comments, he said, I will do the same stories that MundaneMatt does, but better. I'm not fat, my wife doesn't pay for an expensive food addiction, I'm better. Will this be funny or retarded? Only time can tell.
Around this point, MundaneMatt started to get way less traffic to his YouTube channels than normal, and on July 26, 2018, Matt made a video asking people to join his Patreon that was universally hated.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the MundaneMatt channel, and for those of you who follow my channel on a semi-regular basis, you know that I tend to put out content 7 days a week. And the adpocalypse has not been kind to channels like mine. And it has mostly to do with the fact that YouTube doesn't know how to stand up to the advertisers and let them know that not all content on YouTube that covers controversial material is bad. That news is still a very large and integral part to the ecosystem that is this website. And unfortunately, it just seems to be getting worse and worse. I have tried multiple different ways in order to boost growth and boost numbers, but unfortunately, unless you entirely always play one side or the other, you're not really going to get ahead. YouTube has rewarded very, very, very one-sided types of content, mostly because I do believe that's where we find ourselves when it comes to the general type of political discourse. And if you spend any time on this channel, you know that while I have my opinions, I do tend to be a centrist. In fact, one of the main criticisms against me is that I'm considered a fence sitter, which I don't believe that's a bad thing. I think looking at things objectively from both sides, as much as I possibly can, is actually going to better the conversation as a whole, because we can oftentimes try to find the divide and maybe find ways to have the type of valid conversation that ends up changing some minds and maybe changing the topic or changing the direction of a particular conversation. Now, look, I'm not going to lie. I don't always get it right. In fact, I'm human. I screw up all the time. But I'm always fair with my opinions, and I always try to see things from the best possible light. If you like that type of content, if you want this type of voice, a centrist, if you will, on YouTube, one of the best ways to do that is to support via Patreon. Just $1 per month gets you into the Patreon exclusive Discord, which I'm very active in my own Discord. If you want to talk to me, submit stories, ask questions, that's a great way to do that. And Patreon in general is basically what's going to help keep this channel afloat and me going down this particular path for being a centrist voice on YouTube during times of incredible divisiveness. If you'd like to support the channel, there will be a link for that in the video description. Patreon.com/MundaneMatt is direct link. And anything, if you guys want to help out, is great. If not, just please keep on watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.
I want to point out that from a fan perspective, the only benefit that MundaneMatt gave was that you would get to join a Patreon-only Discord. I actually can't think of a worse Patreon deal. I mean, come on, at least offer something. Jim, sometime around July 16th, would disappear for a few weeks and gave the explanation on why on August 9th, saying, "Was away for a while due to some medical-related issues. Wanted to wait until I got home to update anything since I wasn't 100% on what that would be. I'll get back into videos here shortly. Sorry about the absence." But going back to August 10th, 2018, Ralph played a video made by MundaneMatt called Polly the Polar Bear. A video of MundaneMatt playing with a polar bear puppet, dropping an N-bomb.
Hey kids, it's me, Polly the Polar Bear, and I'm here to tell you a random word of the day. My word today is... That's right, folks, I'm going to tell you about the word...
After playing this video, Ralph had his stream taken down 30 seconds after playing it. After going back online, Jim made his first appearance since the hospital visit and immediately accused Matt of being the one that did it.
It's not even really your fault. I mean, I don't know.
It's MundaneMatt's fault. Like, I just want to outright say that. There's no way. I'm 100% certain Matt did this.
Yeah,
100%. I'm not, no benefit of the doubt bullshit. Matt did this. I've seen this happen 6 or 7 times. I've seen it happen repeatedly to people that put up videos criticizing Matt, that near instant fucking taneously they get pulled down. There is no way that Matt didn't do this. And I suspect that he did it on all the other ones too. And I'd almost encourage people to go look when he got verified, he got his little check mark or whatever on YouTube. It seems to be when it really kicked into high gear. Like, you know, once he kind of established himself, like the 100,000 mark or whatever, it just seems like over the last 1.5 to 2 years, he is, any video that's really critical of him gets instantly pulled down. I put up videos shitting on diaper furs. I put up videos shitting on autistic people, on crazy people. And the thing that floors me the most is one of the videos that on my channel that got flagged was a 30-second stream bump for MundaneMatt, and it was considered to be not age appropriate for anybody under the age of 13. You know that fucking warning they put up? And all it is a clip of the Boondocks with ad block put over their face. That's it. There's no the fucking Boondocks clips are up on YouTube by themselves. So I know that they're not in a special category. But if for whatever reason that mysteriously gets nailed, is it? Somebody was bringing up earlier, Dame Pesos or whatever.
Yes.
His videos always getting fucked with. His tweets always getting fucked with. I'm 100% certain it was Matt, and it's such fucking bullshit.
Matt was offered to come onto the kill stream to defend himself, and Matt took the bait.
Matt, you're here.
Yeah, apparently people have been saying some shit about me tonight that is really not fucking true.
Well, let me repeat it verbatim so you can hear what I've said. I suspect that you flagged Ralph. I find it to be too much of a coincidence that it seems like any time a video goes up that's shitting on you or making fun of you or pointing out something that you've already done, that it really very quickly, sometimes within an hour or less, gets pulled down. Now, Ralph has a stream. We play some audio and some clips from you, and within 30 seconds, it goes down. Now, you could say, well, it's an algorithm. There's something in the video triggered it.
I don't believe it's an algorithm.
Yeah, because you had that video up on your channel for 6 years that nothing ever happened to it.
Exactly. That's the whole thing is like, I don't think it was an algorithm, but there are people out there that like were doing this shit. Like there are tons of videos people have made about me over the years, right? I can't control what anyone says or anyone thinks, right? I have no push over that whatsoever. If I flag a video, I admit that I flag it, and I flag cognitive thought because that was a straight fucking rip, and that's the whole point. So if shit like that gets taken, I'll take it down. But if people have opinions and crap, that's a different story. I'm
not even talking about like I with the cognitive thought one where he just straight uploaded something again. I'm not even talking about that one. But it seems like any time a video that makes fun of you, Dame Pesos, Ralph's stream, I've seen it with like 6 or 7 videos now, and that was the first time I've seen it with the stream. And the weird thing to me is you'll say stuff like, I'm not around when this happens, it wasn't me that did it. But then almost immediately after it happens, you're suddenly available to say that you didn't do it, which is really weird. If you weren't around, if you were doing something, how are you responding so quickly to people saying you did?
Because generally what happens is I spend most of my day online, and then in the evenings I hang out with my girlfriend and my kid. And then around 9 o'clock, this is when they go to bed. So that's usually when people are like, oh, hey, can you come on a stream? I'm like, yeah, I have nothing else going on. I'll jump on because I'm up until 2 o'clock in the morning doing other shit. So I'm generally around most nights. I don't really leave my house much because I work from home and I'm with my kid like 90% of my day. So earlier tonight, I went out, like Ralph messaged me, like when you posted that little video clip or whatever, I was getting ready to go run errands. Did that for a couple hours, came home, had dinner, watched
So
Rachel
you saw
Maddow.
that message. You saw that message.
I saw the message.
Wait, you watched Rachel Maddow? Anyway,
Wow, that's the biggest admission of the... Matt made the claim that it wasn't him going around flagging other people's channels, and Jim pointed out just how that looked.
He'll go into that particular temper mode, right? Because he loses his fucking shit. I know I've heard his rants against me. So, and it's like, you know, he just goes off on the fucking hand. I'm like, look, if you want to have a conversation,
why don't you just come on and talk to him?
Because I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna get a legit conversation.
I mean, what's it gonna hurt your channel? If anything's gonna help you, why don't you just go on?
I don't really care about that at all. It's not about that to me. It's like the same thing with you know, going on the Kumite for $1,500. Like, I don't give a shit about that. Like, it's more fun to watch people get mad about that than it is actually go on there. But yeah, I more or less keep to myself. I might have made some statements. I'm honest to God, just trying to keep the fuck to myself recently. And that's really about it. But somebody out there, I think somebody out there knows that there are people out there that don't like me. And so when shit comes up, they fucking act. And then it looks like I did it. And there's no way for me to claim that I didn't do it. But I've literally just been like trying to fucking keep to myself. Like, let me just do my thing. And that's that.
Okay. You understand how this looks though, right?
No, I get the optics. But Jim, you've known me for 4 fucking years, right? Like, you've known me for you've known at least who I am for 4 years.
Well, yeah, I know of you, Matt. I mean, it's not like we're
not like we're friends or not like we've ever really hung out, but you generally tend to know. I would like to think you generally tend to know my character.
Yeah, but Matt, what I'm saying to you, and I'm being straightforward with you here.
I get it.
It feels like too much of a fucking coincidence that every time a video goes up, it gets pulled down. And I've seen people do flagging campaigns. I've seen people bot spam. I've seen people do
I know, Matt.
Wait, to get channels and videos taken down. And I've never seen it happen that fast. It never goes down that fast. The only thing that gets something pulled that fucking fast is somebody having an in at YouTube or somebody having a verified high sub account.
Trust me, if you
or maybe if there's like nudity or something, you know.
You don't.
like,
Here's the thing. You don't get being verified on YouTube. You don't get anything. There's no special treatment. The only thing you get is like you get an email to like contact them directly, but you get that at 100,000.
Well, yeah, let's be honest here, Matt. Yeah, there are special perks when you hit a certain number on YouTube. You get an in with a direct person at YouTube that works with you if you want them to. You get a direct chat feature with YouTube if you want it. This is shit that shows up on my account. I don't use it, but it's there.
I've gotten the direct person to work with YouTube is like I did that one time and it was like the stupidest thing on the planet. The guy didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So that was like that's just someone they have there who's like it's meant to be this like, oh, can we help you? But they don't do shit. The one-on-one communication aspect, that is nice, but I've only hit them up bitching about like monetization issues.
When asked why he didn't message Ralph back, Matt gave him his bulletproof claim.
Saw the message. You're saying you couldn't just shoot off.
Dude, I live in the state of Washington. It's illegal to touch my phone while I'm driving.
Oh,
I'm not kidding you. I went down and picked up boulders today for my front yard. We found a dude in the middle of fucking nowhere who's giving away boulders and went down and got them. So I was out of cell service for a while. Then I had to drive home, unload everything, get dinner.
But you're just magically here when all this shit breaks out. Like
this still was like fucking. Oh, this was dude. You messaged me about what 5.5 hours ago.
I mean, I could look.
It was around that time. It was about 5.5 hours ago. I was out at 5.5 hours ago, and then I came home and I was doing my shit. I'm gonna log online, and then I'm like just gonna let things go, let you guys have your fun because that's fine with me. Yeah, those videos are stupid as shit.
But do you realize the amount of people?
Matt,
go ahead. Yeah,
Matt, were you in the chat? Somebody said they had a screen cap or a picture of you in the chat while Ralph's stream was going on. Is that true?
No. If you have a picture, here's how you know it's me. If there's a verified check mark next to it, because
we don't know because the stream is flagged, so the chat is no longer available.
Then if you have a screenshot, then post a fucking screenshot. Because this has happened before with some other asshole is pretending to be me, and it went around on some other stream and was like causing all this shit. Then all of a sudden I get bombarded with messages on Twitter talking all this shit. They send me screenshots and I'm like, where's the fucking check mark? I take a picture of my channel, send it back to them. And they're like, oh, sorry, my bad. As if it's super difficult to make a YouTube account with someone else.
Jim would say some names and asked Matt if he flagged them.
So I want to just throw out some names. You tell me if you flagged them or not. Dame Pesos.
Nope.
And not just on YouTube, but he put a YouTube video out that went down when he tweeted about it and called you. That instantly went down. You didn't do it on Twitter either.
I don't give a fuck about that shit. I barely.
Okay, Godwinson.
Nope.
Kronos.
No.
Okay, so you've never flagged any of those people.
No, I talked to Kronos on a vidIQ stream after his channel was taken down. We were kind of going back and forth a while back. No, dude. People look the Kronos upload those fucking channels and shit. There was and those are the clip things for other shows. I have no control over any of that shit. So it's like those are their own thing. Godwinson, I know, did a video because I saw it be tweeted at me and whatnot, and then that was taken down, which I didn't fucking do. Just for the aforementioned reasons, you can have your opinion of me. And then Dame Pesos did one, and I know that it got taken down. Again, I didn't do it. And here's the thing, just to kind of back that up, because I get tagged in this all the fucking time too. He has a show called the Soyless Matt Show.
Yes, I know. I've seen that.
Yeah, which is okay, whatever. Fine.
No, wait, you tried to say you didn't see that though. I've seen.
No, I didn't say I didn't see that.
Comments were like, I don't know what they're talking about.
No, I'm saying like I know that it exists.
You know about it. You've seen it and you've watched it.
But I don't watch it. I just get tagged every time a new episode comes up.
But you've seen it.
I'm saying I know what it is. I've
say you haven't watched. Some
I haven't.
Here.
I think
don't
I've
lie.
Through
no, now you've skimmed through. Okay.
No, because those are one of the ones actually where I look to see how much content, because I'm just kind of like,
well, why even care? So look, people.
I know that's the thing though. That's the thing. I ultimately don't care.
What do you mean you look through to try to flag? Like, what are you talking about?
Not try to flag. I look through to see what he's talking about, because it's like he calls it. Here's the thing I don't get about that show too. He calls it the Soyless Matt Show, right? And if he's trying to indicate that I'm soy beta cuck because I cried at a fucking plaque,
well, he's English second language. It's
yeah, I know he's an idiot. But the whole point there is that, like, wouldn't you want to call it the Soyful Matt Show? Because like that would indicate that I'm full
Matt,
of soy.
There's no more soy left. You've eaten it all.
Matt claimed that it was somebody else doing all the flagging and said that he would actually write a statement when asked by Ralph.
I think somebody out there is trolling It's not at my request because I legitimately would.
Matt, this would be this would be the most deep cover trolling that's ever taken place on the internet. It's been going on for a year and a half. I
get that, and it's been really bad this year. It's been really ever since the Kumite stuff happened. Ever since the Kumite shit, like I'm an easy fucking target because they fucking made fun of me a lot. So then shit started coming down, right? And so then other people made fun of me. Shit started coming down, and I'm sitting here just like. I'm not doing anything. And the thing is, I can't fucking prove it, obviously. All I can sit there and tell you on my fucking word that I did nothing in this regard. I did nothing here.
So you're willing to, make a statement, write a statement to say, we were just playing your video. There was no hate speech intended. And
there's no hate speech intended. You can fucking it was a stupid
no, I mean,
stupid
honestly,
thing for me to do back in the day.
It'd probably be good for you to write us out a statement at this point because I'm having to. We've had 2 or 3 strikes already this summer. They got overturned. But yeah, I think your testimony would help. You're willing to.
I'll tweet at Team YouTube about it and shit, man. Fucking, because I swear to God, like I all of a sudden my phone started blowing.
I'm dead serious, by the way.
No, I know you're dead serious. I don't want your channel fucked with. Like I don't want your channel fucked with.
So what is the statement going to say? When I was talking about them. I was just doing it in a joking manner. Is that
I don't know, man. I don't.
What was your thought process? By the way,
yeah. You want to know what's going on with that thing? Yeah. Yeah. What was funny was I reflected on that a little bit this afternoon as I was driving because I was kind of like, oh, shit. Yes. I reflected, yes.
Then actually, out of nowhere, Keemstar showed up, ready to tell off Matt about blaming him for getting swatted.
That's similar to the Facebook effect when you had what predominantly was the youth, so to speak, on there, and then their parents got involved.
Matt, you're a piece of shit. Shut the fuck up. No one here fucking likes you at all. You're here just trying to be friends with everyone.
No, I'm talking. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Wait a minute. This is.
You fucking loser. Just like when you fucking told the police that I swatted you. You fucking sad basement.
Oh my God, is that Keemstar? Loser. Oh my God, Keemstar.
Yeah, look at you freak out. God. Look at you freak out. You irrelevant.
How are you, buddy?
Shit.
Have you started paying your employees yet? Oh man.
Of course I pay my employees.
I never told the fucking
How
cops
many employees do you pay?
You fucking
None,
idiot.
because you can't afford any because your channel's fucking dying.
Oh,
you're such a fucking joke.
Oh, you're so
and everybody that fucking calls you on
cute.
your shit, you
You're
have some
funny.
fucking revenge thing where you have to try to take down people's channels.
I don't try to take down anybody because I don't give a shit.
You fucking struck him, you lying piece of shit.
Right, okay.
Yes, you did.
No, you like to make up shit, Keemstar, so why don't you go fuck yourself?
Well, guess what? There's going to be fucking revenge on your ass for this dumb shit.
What?
Just like there's revenge for when you told the police that I fucking swatted you.
That you swatted
There is revenge.
I did not tell the police
that. You will never, ever make it in this YouTube world.
I'm making it right now.
No, you're not.
Yes,
you are
I
failing.
am.
You
I'm
are
not failing. I am doing just fine.
Very much. You are failing.
I'm doing just fine. Thank you.
How are you doing fine? How
you
are
don't
you
know
doing
my analytics,
fine?
dude. I do
Everybody hates you.
That's fine.
Nobody likes you.
Not true.
Matt,
That
1,000
is
subs
true.
a month. 1,000 subs a month is pretty dead, man.
The
point I was
again,
gonna make
hold
earlier
on.
is when you stagnated like this, why don't you change what you're doing? Figure out a new formula. You get the most attention when you get into the controversy, when you're involved in some kind of controversy.
Yeah, no,
why don't you embrace being a little bit more edgy and embrace being a little bit more confrontational, for lack of a better term, and embrace that instead of running from it and being this sort of middle of the road fence riding centrist guy. Embrace the drama, embrace the fun, and maybe you would see life breathed into your channel, because right now it's dead, Matt.
It's not dead. It's not dead. It's again, you guys are really putting a heavy emphasis. No, I'm not in denial. No,
it's
dude,
so fucking pathetic.
It's not dead. Here's the thing.
Matt, they're not lying. Matt, they're not lying. You've got 5,000 views on like videos you put up today.
MundaneMatt would do the equivalent of an Among Us self-report asking why he would show up to the stream if he did the flagging, and then Jim pointed out that other people have done dumb things online before Matt has.
With how
here's the thing. If I was actually the person doing this shit, why the fuck would I come on here? Seriously, why the fuck would I come on here? It wouldn't do me any good to come on here, because if I was such a cowardly little cuck like people are trying to say that
I gotta stop.
I wouldn't come on here.
People have done dumb shit on the internet, though, Matt. Like, who was that? Who was that Minecraft YouTuber that was fucking kids, and then he made a video freaking out and saying, "Oh, I'm
kids. Well, obviously that's not the right thing to do, but he still fucking did it. I don't know what goes through your head. I don't know why you. I don't know why. I see your point. I don't know why if you flag people, you'd come on a stream to talk about it. Maybe you're thinking this is going to turn it around. I don't know.
No, I just figured like, look, this is a situation where like I'm being accused of something I didn't do. I'm going to come here, state my case, and that's that. I didn't do it. Hand to God.
So you're gonna send me that statement that I can pass on to YouTube, and
yeah, so I'll write you a statement up as soon as we're done.
Okay.
Swear to God, dude. I didn't fucking do this shit. I don't.
I mean, I don't know if that'll help. You know,
I don't know if it will help or not.
We're assuming you're telling the truth. I'm not gonna lie. The quickness that they took down the stream is what gets me.
30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's the quickness. So they have taken down streams of mine before that quickly, but it would be so. Maybe there was an ass getting shown on the screen, you know what I mean, or some type of,
I don't know,
nudity complaint or something like that, and they're really sensitive about that.
MundaneMatt once again told everyone that he was busy picking up boulders and went into more detail this time.
I'm just going to put out my statement, go run this errand, pick up these boulders, do my shit, hang out with my kid, and then all of a sudden I get accused of this shit. So then I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
but man, you realize how fucking ridiculous what you're saying sounds like. I didn't flag the stream. I was out picking up boulders with my kid. Like, what are you saying? What the fuck is?
Okay. Sorry. I should probably. There's backstory there. So what it is we're redecorating our front yard with rocks, and rocks are fucking expensive. So we decided to like look around online and see if anyone's giving away any kind of like river rocks or stepping stones or things like that.
So you just went out for a nice nighttime drive looking for people giving away river rocks.
It was 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And yeah, there's this guy, he has a 20-acre farm on the outskirts of Tenino, Washington. And he's offering up these boulders. We go to his fucking cow farm, right? And we sit there and we're literally like pulling out these huge boulders, load up around, about 500 pounds worth in my dad's truck and drive it all back to my place and unload it. And then I went and got fucking dinner and I came home and I ate and I watched Rachel Maddow and then I hung out with my kid.
So couldn't have flagged them. You're too busy picking up boulders and watching MSNBC.
Yep. That's that. Now here's the thing. The ridiculous nature of that is the exact truth. That's exactly what happened tonight. I swear to fucking Christ, dude. That is it.
For everyone here that's new to Ralph lore, as you could probably guess, MundaneMatt was lying and got exposed, showing his own flagging history. I'm going to have to do highlights from Matt getting caught to Matt leaving because this is over 50 minutes of everyone interacting with him.
So, just for example, I'm looking at mine. I've reported 3 videos in my history on YouTube. One is a video called Welcome to the Cum Zone, official music video. I don't know what that is, but I reported that for sexual content. The other one is Stray from the Path, Goodnight Alt-Right. And then another one is a video where my content was infringed on. So yeah, Matt, you can just click on that direct link there and it will show what your history is.
Okay, let me take a look at this here. Give me a second.
No, you're taking way too long, Matt. You're guilty as fuck. Take a screenshot. Look, we want to see what you reported, all right? Stop fucking around. It's been like fucking 8 minutes.
Jesus Christ,
Take a screenshot and show him. No, I'm sick of you lying. You're such a fucking snake, and everybody can see through it. You're a fucking dirty little snake that fucking narcs on people and reports people to the cops, and then you come into this fucking call like a Walmart greeter. Shut the fuck up, take the screenshot, and show everyone now. 10 seconds, bitch boy, or you're a confirmed liar. 10, 9,
How
8,
am I able to hold on a
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, screenshot 2,
right,
1.
look, Ralph,
the bitch.
I will
He's
say
the one that flagged your channel.
Actually, Matt, just screen share it to us. Just pull it up and screen share it.
Yeah, you could do that, of course.
In fact, do that.
Are you trying to delete it right now?
Screenshot.
No, because I've.
Come on, open a new
flagged,
tab.
but,
It's fine.
I've.
No. Screen share.
So far, everybody else in this call has done it in the time it took you to basically read it and find it. And people in the Discord have done it for their channels too already.
No, and the screenshot's not going to prove it because the screenshot is easily photoshopped. Screen share just that window.
Yeah, Healstream's got a point.
I mean, if it's no big deal, it's no big deal, right? I mean, just
Unless you flag so many things. and you're completely.
No,
lying.
just scroll up to the top. Just scroll up to the top.
Haven't flagged anything for copyright stuff.
Why is it taking so long?
Couple
this is
things
not.
forward.
This isn't copyright. This is not copy. This is not DMCA's. DMCA's is in a different section. This is only for content strikes. And Ralph's stream earlier tonight was taken down for a content strike, not for copyright. It was taken down for bullying and harassment. All of your bullying and harassment strikes will show right here on this window. So screen share us this window if you really didn't strike Ralph's stream earlier.
It's taking too long.
It's taking too long, and I just want it to be on record that he is doing this shit. That he is flagging people. Yes, you are. We would have had a screenshot. We would have a screen share by now. Like on record, guilty, 100%. Case closed. 10 years. 10 years to irrelevancy. Maybe in 10 years, maybe you could try again. You're done on YouTube. Bye.
Oh, snap. He just fucking dropped the mic and literally left.
I think, Matt, you were hiding shit.
Go ahead. Wait. Jim, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. My mic was out of place there. Matt, don't you want to call him a gnome? You talk shit every time Keemstar came in, but not this time. That's kind of weird.
Because
don't you have any jabs?
Okay. Listen, I did not do what I'm being accused of doing here.
But you did something else here, and wait, but you did something else you don't want to get caught for.
Okay, hold on. Let me preface this by saying, because this is gonna bite me in the ass for a long fucking time.
Matt, just show the screen.
You
reported other people.
No, we want a screen share.
I will send you an image.
No, we want a screen share.
No, because this is. I'll send you an image because look.
No, just okay.
No, wait. I want to hear this.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Now go ahead.
Okay, let me preface this by saying.
Go ahead.
That I can get angry and whatever, but in my absolute defense here, which is this really not gonna be much of a defense, nothing was taken down.
Matt, look, I get angry too, but anyway, go ahead. Okay,
well, it's a lot of
Go ahead, send it then.
It's this.
Well, I think Matt, everyone would. Nobody gives a shit if you flagged other people's shit. The question is, did you flag Ralph's shit?
No, I did not flag Ralph's shit.
Okay, so just post that. No one's gonna give a fuck.
He said he didn't flag anyone. No.
I didn't flag
him for. The only person he said Cog. That's the only person you admitted to flag.
Well, that was for content. That was
everyone else you said you didn't do.
That was content ID.
Oh, let's just see it. Pop the cherry, big boy.
Yeah.
Put it in.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
I mean, I don't think anyone cares if it's not Ralph's stream, right? I mean, that's not.
What a naive statement. No, they do.
Yeah, they care. They definitely care. But
there's definitely a bunch of Metokur ones in there.
No. It's not that. It's not that. It's all right.
Matt,
fine.
what are you doing? How's it taking so long?
Look at all those tabs.
I have a lot of tabs open, but I have.
Thanks for reporting.
That one. But nothing on.
Now wait a minute.
Nothing on that. That's just.
What the fuck?
So, I have been in a not the best place mentally. And,
now wait a minute, Matt. No, Matt. No.
So yeah, that's
wait,
it.
No,
wait a minute. Cut back. No.
He fucking lied to us. He
lied to us. Dude, what?
Straight to our face. He lied straight to our fucking face.
For an hour.
He was spitting and deflecting the entire fucking
time. It's about Dane.
No, Matt.
It's because
Matt.
That's my bad. That's my bad. I admit fault on that one. Literally, I admit fault on that one.
No,
that's me.
No, come on, dude. Just take a hit.
I'm sorry, but look, dude, at the history of the screenshot, right? The history of the screenshot, what we saw was anybody making a video talking shit about Matt Mundane getting flagged by Matt Mundane or whatever the fuck your name is.
But
that's what we saw.
But if you saw,
don't butt me, motherfucker. Done. Guilty. Case closed.
That is on me. I have made
case closed. If somebody cries about Matt Mundane or whatever the fuck your name is, you flag them. Case closed.
There was more there. You didn't scroll. There was more.
There was more. There was more.
Anyway, I think I've made a lot of mistakes, and I do owe people an apology.
You literally lied here.
So, well, no,
Yes, you did.
You did. You did. You lied to our face for an hour.
I said about Dame Pesos. That person has gotten under my skin under many, many, many cases, and that is really it. And that's on me.
His videos are so fun.
They just that's it's just the thing with
funny.
You also flagged a video called
so
MundaneMatt is a crybaby bitch. What a better way to put it.
Matt, you make videos criticizing people. That's what you do. You make videos talking shit about people and talking about other people, but if someone talks about you, you try to censor them.
No,
how many videos have you made on censorship, you dumb son of a bitch?
I have made...
You're a joke. You're a fucking joke.
I have made errors. That's absolutely true.
Made errors? Grow the fuck up, dude.
I will. I honest to God.
Me and you get in a Twitter fight and you tell the cops I swatted you.
I didn't say you swatted me.
It goes right back to that, you son of a bitch. You're a fucking baby.
I never actually did that. But
you can't defend yourself with your own fucking words, right? So you have to sneak around and try to get videos taken down. Like, it's so fucking disgusting. You're so sad. Right back to the first time when I jumped into this stream. Get into the fucking corner right now, all right? Take your little hoodie, pull it over your head, and have a good cry. Because you fucking earned it, bitch.
You were aware of... You actually came in here and used as a defense. What about the Soilless Match show? How come that hasn't been flagged? No, wait, let me finish. Okay. How come that hasn't been flagged? You fucking flagged it.
What I mean is, yeah, look, I've made errors on that one. That's me.
And then you tell Keemstar, I didn't tell the cops this. Why should we fucking believe you? You lied to our face for an hour. You lied to our face for an hour.
You have no reason to believe me on this one. This is clearly my error, my mistake, and I have made errors. I am definitely apologetic.
I have to go collect boulders. What the?
No,
fuck?
That's actually true. That's legitimately true.
Matt, I want you to say right now to the fucking to the stream for Dame Pesos. I want you to say, I am sorry, I am a soy-filled bitch and flagged your fucking videos.
I am sorry. I am sorry that I flagged them.
No, for doing what you did. I am sorry, I am a soy-filled bitch and flagged your videos.
I'm sorry, I'm a soy-filled bitch and flagged your videos. There we go.
Put it on the soundboard.
Now, Matt, let me ask you something.
Let me. Well, hold on.
No, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I want to ask this. You went at me. You went at my wife.
I apologize for that too.
Yeah, and you did, but you didn't directly apologize for the things you said about my wife. That we encouraged some type of murderous spree. And I really don't care about me. And I've talked about this on this stream before. I'm never gonna be that person. You know what I mean? That is held up in the mainstream. I will always be that person. Oh, I hate to link to that website. I hate to link to that stream, but they're saying something, and I have to. I'm never gonna be like that person who, I don't care about the mainstream because I know I will never be there. But you slandered my wife, and you did it in a very nasty way. And you didn't apologize for her.
You guys see it?
I see a lot of Dame Pesos videos.
A lot of Dame Pesos. It's the last
Andy
6 months.
Worski. I see a Worski.
It's the shit about me when
you flagged the Kumite too.
A couple times.
Fuck?
Yeah, it was like I said, a lot of shit's gotten under my skin, and I've acted very inappropriately, and it's all within the last few months, and I owe people an apology. So, but if you notice, everything is active. Nothing's been taken down.
Except for that one information.
I see failure. I see Tonga Saw. You know what? Scroll back up. Just
that's it. It's the ones in the last few months. Has just been in a very bad place.
But let me ask you.
There's one by Swedish Mate. That was an archive video. Looks like.
Swedish Mate is an archive channel for sure. I know that person. But let me ask you. why even do this, man? Like,
okay, so let me
and don't.
explain.
By the way, I see you took away the screen share. Don't take it away.
Well,
I'm just asking you.
Well, hold on, guys, man. I felt weak. I felt helpless. I couldn't defend myself with words, so I decided to try to take the video.
No, seriously, like if you think about, let me ask you this, Matt. Yes, you can, but let me say something first. No, wait a minute, Matt. Let me say something first. Do you realize the type of things that are thrown at me? By the way,
yes,
I'm not crying about it. I mean, it's just the reality. And then you sit here and you're trying to report videos. I've never done that. Never. I feel like that's Bush League. I don't know.
What's the
go ahead.
explanation?
Go ahead.
Why
Let's go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It was okay. So when the blood sports first started, they were coming at me like hardcore a lot. And, I was trying to defend my friends, trying to defend Kilroy, trying to defend a bunch of stuff. And I got so frustrated and so fucking angry over it. And I allowed myself to do shit that is not me. And I allowed myself to get angry at people. There were people out there that legitimately that I did not even report at all. Period. The Kumite got under my skin.
I don't mean to interrupt, but when you say I wasn't me, do you mean like you were you, but you don't want to be that piece of shit anymore?
What I mean is I allowed myself to get angry, and I have suppressed a lot of rage over the last couple of years. Like I said, when I first started doing this shit, I was trying to let my rage out. I didn't properly focus it in the right direction. I know it's going to sound like an excuse, but there's like the apocalypse. I bought a house. I was having a kid. I just didn't. I was getting angry at shit in my everyday life. I was allowing myself to just get very rageful.
I hurt myself today.
Well, no, hold on. I'm being honest to God, legit, man. Like, Jim, you even sent me that message last year. You remember that message? Do you remember?
Was that the one where I told you to do a flip?
No, that was the one you sent me in private. That's the private message you sent me telling me everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, I told you to relax. Yes, I did.
And that actually meant a lot to me then, man. I was at a really bad place back then, like, swear to God. And I allowed myself to do some shit that is just ridiculous. I will, I can't apologize for it enough, to be honest with you, because this is a mistake that I should have never allowed myself to get that angry. I should have come on and fought people. I was so stupid.
So I want to know, what do you do for a living? Is it just YouTube, or do you have a real job?
No, this is my job, and
so YouTube's your job. Okay, you're not gonna be successful in the future unless you I don't know, make gameplays or just make completely different content than what you're doing. Because in this world right here, your career's over, and I mean that.
Sorry. Why is everyone treating this like a fucking counseling session? Keemstar's right.
Yeah.
All right. When we came into the stream, I said, and I told you this, Matt, when you came on, you're flagging people. It's too much of a coincidence. No, Jim, I didn't do that. Yeah, you did. You know me, Jim. I wouldn't do that. Obviously, you just showed us that you fucking did that. Never heard of these people. I don't recall. Obviously, you did. It's like lie after lie after lie. Oh, they bother me. They piss me off. They get me upset. When I'm in a bad headspace, I go after people. Apparently, Keemstar got you in a bad headspace. I don't doubt for a minute that you told the FBI. I don't know about if you swatted yourself or not. I can't comment on that.
No, I didn't.
Again, my bullshit alarm's going off way too much.
I know.
And I just like to say, I'm right. So everything I said when I came in here, I'm fucking right. You did flag those people. You do have Google alerts on your names to find out if anybody's talking shit about you. Obviously, you're tuned into it, telling us, "Oh, I don't know about these features and shit." I don't buy it, man. I wouldn't doubt if you had a fucking alt account or another account, and you somehow, or you talked to somebody at YouTube that you know, and you fucking nailed Ralph. It's too much of a fucking. Well, why would I believe you now?
You don't have a reason to, but all I can say to that is that I didn't do it. And look,
you have two other channels. You have three, right? $3 Theater, your main one, Mundane Chats, and Forbidden Knowledge.
Yeah.
All I know is I have a long list of people that have done me wrong, right? and I'm going to cross your name out because I think this is justice. You've been exposed for the person you are, and I no longer have a beef with you. But if you fuck with me again, you're going back on the list. Thanks, boys. I'm out.
Thank you, King.
Later, buddy.
MundaneMatt, after leaving, would tweet out an apology, but got burned by Dame Pesos later when he tweeted, "You false flagged on my videos. Why don't you remove those flags before apologizing, you fat phony?" This one event straight up killed MundaneMatt's career on YouTube. Jim was even the one that gave the killing blow by uploading a video called The Ballad of MundaneMatt just 3 days later. On August 27th, 2018, Jim's Twitter got taken down. Ralph would bring Jim on the kill stream to talk about what happened and who could have possibly done it.
So you got banned from Twitter today?
Yeah, shit happens. The account got shut down. There's a lot of speculation as to what did it, but who knows?
So what are your personal thoughts? I saw your Facebook post there.
Yeah, I mean, the timing is really fucked up, though. Especially after the whole Matt and the coincidental nature of everything that was going on with him. Because the account goes down 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then, you know, Crowd's video is suddenly ready to be put out. His multiple videos are ready to be put out. And that seems really, really suspect. Other people have different theories. A lot of people think it's furries. I think Null just posted on Kiwi Farms saying that he thinks it's this massively overweight liberal professor that was bitching about my fake screen caps and shit like that. So who fucking knows?
Fellow member of the Rogue Gallery himself, Ghost, even mentioned the incident on his show.
I don't give a flying fuck if Mr. Metokur is getting banned from Twitter and Facebook. I don't care. All right? I don't give a shit. Where the fuck was the outcry when Ghost got banned, huh? When Ghost was getting banned by a fucking bunch of posshole trolls, and they're like, yeah, we got him banned, so yeah.
On September 1st, 2018, Jim did what was called the Who Done It stream, where he went into more detail than the 2 minutes that he did on the kill stream. This is also going to be heavily cut down for time.
But the account got taken down. Even more than that. I'd say within about 20 minutes of that, the Facebook that I use, I got locked out of it. I'm locked out of it for 3 days. So all in 1 day span, Twitter goes down, YouTube goes down, Facebook gets locked. Account after account after account, just getting pinged. So somebody out there is giving it their best go at removing me from the internet. But who's doing it? Who could be behind this mystery? That's what we're going to try to puzzle out today. I've got a list of suspects. We're going to go over the pros and the cons of what makes them suspicious. Now, there are a lot of communities that I've interacted with over the years. A lot of videos that I've made taking cracks at people. But here's what I can tell you. It wasn't DeviantArt. I made 10, 11 videos making fun of DeviantArt. All the different communities on DeviantArt. Never got my accounts flagged down. So as spastic as those people are, they didn't do it. I made a bunch of videos about Tumblr. Tumblrisms, 7, 8 of them. Never got my accounts targeted like this. They didn't do it. It's very bizarre when you look at it because all these communities you would think would be the ones that would do something like that didn't do it. Instead, well, I'll get to the suspect list in a second. There are a few super chats. I'll read through those, and then we'll start going through who might have done it in our little game of Clue, to figure out who's angry enough to do something like this, because there is anger behind the motivation. Give me a second to pull this up here. Hopefully it doesn't crash my fucking stream. You know what? While I'm pulling this up, I'll just go over, I guess, the end result of what happened. So the channel gets pulled down. It gets the strikes. Facebook gets locked. Twitter gets pulled. And then last night on the kill stream, Keemstar happened to be in the audience watching it. He watches Ralph a lot. And heard about what was going on and said that he was going to contact somebody at YouTube and have them look into it. This is like at midnight, right? This is like 1 in the morning or something like that. Well, I don't know who he talked to. But within 3 hours, the account was back up and operational and the strikes were removed. So whoever he talked to took a look at the videos and, you know, it came to the conclusion, which I think is the right conclusion, that they're not violating anything. The videos aren't a violation of the terms of service of the platform. It's very bizarre what happened, but I just want to throw that out there. Thank you, Keemstar, for getting my account unfucked. It was very kind of you. So let's begin this with our suspect lineup. Who would be our first group of suspects? This is my thinking on this. It has to be something recent or something controversial. Can't be something from just years ago. Wouldn't make sense. Can't be some series of videos or a group that would have been affected years ago. Why would they choose now? Why wouldn't they have done it right then? They wouldn't, of course. So the first on the list, our suspect number 1, the furry fandom. I'm seeing a lot of names getting thrown out there, but I'm seeing one name in particular. Are you all a little Nostradamuses? Are you prescient? Bunch of psychics in my chat? I'm seeing a lot of Matt knows. Does Matt know? I don't know, but he is suspect number 2, the Quarry King. Jarbo the Hutt. He goes by many aliases. Odin, god of ass pain, is another one that you might not be too familiar with. Just a lot of people. Anytime you'd put a video up making fun of MundaneMatt, all of a sudden, really strangely, such a coincidence, it would get pulled down damn near immediately. I mean, hell, Dami Pesos didn't just get his YouTube yanked, he got his fucking Twitter pulled too. Does that sound familiar to anybody? A couple of different accounts got pulled down because he made fun of Matt. Interesting. Now I've got a third suspect. This third suspect, well, how do I introduce him? He is, of course, the Trout Father. I'm talking about Kraut and Tea, or Kraut and Tears, if you will. Much like MundaneMatt, Kraut does have potential reasons for being angry with me. I made a 4-video series about his retarded gay 24-hour opping Discord spurgery, in which I laughed at how dumb it was. Two of them were dedicated to things he had done before that and the organization of his Discord and just the stupid shit that he was doing. Third one was related to somebody that was in the Discord off and on and somebody that they kind of all knew each other, related to Kilroy. And, strangely enough, by the way, Kilroy was an event that was planned by a woman that was in that Discord, and MundaneMatt was a speaker there. Anyway, and the 4th video talked about the doxing allegations that were a part of the Discord and everything else that was going on in there. Now, when you talk about coincidental timing, Kraut disappeared off the internet after those videos went live, and he was getting a bunch of backlash. And now he's back. And he put up 2 videos, a return video and then a video going after Coach Redpill. And the weird thing about this, the thing that's very fucking strange about this, is that my channel went down, right? I'm sorry. I started getting flagged about 5 minutes before his videos went live. So my Twitter account gets suspended, Kraut's videos go up. And then after that, my YouTube account goes down. And then after that, my Facebook account gets locked. So here we have the Trout Father making his glorious return. And the guy that made fun of him in his videos for the dumb shit that he was doing mysteriously is removed from any platform where he could make more jokes about how dumb this shit is. Really gets that noggin jogging. Really coincidental timing. Now all of Trout's little friends, like David Shitrat, and all the other YouTube academics very gleefully talking shit about my accounts going down and saying how it was a tinfoil hat conspiracy. Even though, the weird thing would be David Shitrat saying that when he's basically on tape telling Kraut that he wasn't going to pass along information to SJWs to target people because he's not that scummy.
Later, on September 12th, Jim would do a stream called Let's Laugh at Europe, where he made fun of Sargon of Akkad, another YouTube that was a big part of Gamergate.
Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there was a great battle for freedom that took place in Europe 2 days ago. It was led by a very brave Applebee's waiter, but apparently the EU just wasn't interested in his recommendation of appetizers. So that didn't really go over that well. Go to make a grand speech about saving the internet. 2 days later, the internet's destroyed. I don't know how that happened. He was literally doing pan-European politics, and he was wearing a suit. So you would think that would be the solution, but apparently not. I guess they'll take a recommendation on the frittatas, but not on freedom. But thank you, based Applebee's Waitron, for trying to save the day on that one.
Say what you want about Sargon, but I have to admit that he's got the right opinion when it comes to Movie Bob.
There's a quote of his going around that's something like, if high school wasn't hell for you, then you're the reason it's hell. I'm thinking, well, shit, I was just playing Dungeons and Dragons all through high school, so what was I doing to Movie Bob? But he was obviously bullied badly at school because he's fat and fucking useless.
While Jim was reading out super chats, he went into more detail about Sargon.
Gamer Nation voice, everything else aside, I know we in the US are safe, but don't you at least respect that Sargon tried to fight back against it in his unsafe country? I've already given my opinion on Sargon. You know, I guess one of my criticisms for him might be this, and I think it kind of comes down... Let me put this back on screen to give you an idea of where I'm coming from with this. When I hear Sargon talk about wanting to do something, right, I'm not hearing somebody doing it for a cause. I'm hearing somebody doing it for themselves. When you look at these kind of messages, is this somebody proud of the fact that he's standing up for freedom? Is this somebody proud of the fact that he's fighting against what he sees as some sort of oppression? Or is this somebody stroking his own ego and getting high off his own farts? I'm doing this. Look at me. Look at me. See how important I am. He uses these things, at least it appears to me, as a form of like ego enforcement, rather than because he believes it's a just thing. It's serving more Sargon than it is others. That's how the liberalist thing felt too. It's very weird. But to back to your question, do I begrudge him trying to do something? No. Dankula did shit. You don't hear me talking shit about Dankula, do you?
Jim would later go on the kill stream that day to talk to Sargon's watchdog, V, where they discuss Sargon coming onto the kill stream to talk to Jim.
Maybe we could host it on the kill stream.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. I don't promise anything. I don't mind control the man, but I'll do my best to try to get him to come on.
Oh, we'll see.
Okay, it sounds good.
Yes. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, we'll see. V, do you have anything else or?
No, just thanks for having me, and thanks for coming on, Jim.
Yeah, take it easy, V.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jim. You're still here.
In the middle of all this happening, the host of the morning Kumite, Tonkasaw, started blaming Jim for his docs getting released during the IBS Apocalypse stream. This was released for a total of 3 seconds. This would be talked about more on the kill stream.
No, this is exactly what you want. Like, I don't...
All the little capos have come out to play. I'm having a great time. I got Tonka speding out on me on Twitter. Apparently he's not coming on? Is that the final decision?
He told me he wasn't. We're here, I started the hangout just in case, and
that's sad. Yeah, no, he's trying to say I doxed him on the
yes.
I don't even know what the stream was called, the Spurgout stream, the 7-hour stream of yelling.
Yes,
where everybody basically went into a coma by the fucking end of it. No, I laid out the ground rules pretty much for everybody. The one explicit rule was just don't dox each other. Make your videos, get your screen caps, put all the shit together.
And you sent me those ground rules.
The only, one of the only ones that had like a name and a face and everything all attached was Zoom's. And he was the one that spoke up about it and was like, do you want me to end the stream? Because I told everybody, if shit starts flying and you want it ended, just say something. The stream dies right there. And Zoom said, no, I don't care. Go ahead. Play it. That was the one. You know what I'm talking about? The audio clip from that. It's like up on another source.
Now,
but I don't know how he's laying that at my feet, but all I know is for like the last that people have been sending me clips off and on of him like taking like these passive aggressive snipes at me. I don't know if he's just like a bitter ex-girlfriend or something or what's going on. Like, complaining about Billy Hunters. Oh my God, Billy Hunters. And trying to lay it like the Bloodapalooza thing at my feet and say that was, Jim hyped it up. That's why it sucked. No, Jim didn't host that fucking stream. That wasn't on Jim's channel. Jim didn't make money off of that. Jim didn't make merchandise for that. Jim didn't promote that. That was a Tonka Saw stream. If that turned out bad, that's because you don't know how to run a stream. Maybe take some fucking responsibility for your programming. I mean, I'm watching the Ralph retort. Seems like you guys can handle it. I mean, you've got your shit set up, right? It's running smoothly, isn't it?
Doing pretty good, yeah.
But yeah, I guess he doesn't want to come on and talk. My feelings are hurt. But real gets that noggin jog and activates those almonds. Acorns are falling from the sky.
But eventually, Jim would go back to talking more about Sargon.
Nothing makes me happier. So swing away, Jim.
Now, what do you think Sargon has in store for the weekend?
I don't know. We'll find out when I stream snipe him. Ralph, you want to know how easy it is to read Sargon? Would you like to know what I did to him and how I know this is an ego thing for him?
I would, yeah.
Do you remember when V was on your stream? The very last thing I said to V before we went, he's like, well, maybe, mate, he'll talk to you or go on stream. And I told V, oh, I don't want to, I'm not going to go on Sargon stream. I don't go onto streams with people who can't pull the numbers I can. And then he said, well, he'll go on your stream. And I said, no, nobody would know who he is. Because I know that would piss his ego off. So the very next day when I did my EU stream, I pulled 13,500 people.
In the middle of the day.
Right when my stream ended, Sargon streamed on his main channel of 800, 900,000 subs. Couldn't even crack 10,000. I know for a fact he did that because I heard his ego. I know for a fact you can hear the depression in his voice as the stream numbers are going down before he ends his fucking stream on his main channel. So I'm going to stream snipe the shit out of you, Sargoy. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. I hope you have a great shit show prepared.
After this, Jim told Keemstar on the show how this whole thing with him and Sargon got started, and that Jim's plan was to stream snipe Sargon later. One of the funnier parts was that Jim explained how he was going to make more money than Sargon would off Super Chats, and then explained the Tonka Saw drama in full.
Be a politician? What's going on there?
Yeah, he wants to. He wants a seat in the EU. That's what he's going for. He wants a seat at the big boy table with his Applebee's outfit. So that should work out well.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, Joe. But wait, Keemstar, you don't watch my videos religiously? What the fuck, man?
V, do you even watch your own fucking videos? I mean, is that a fair question?
You see how many videos that are poorly edited I put out. And then people are calling me out on it. It's like, by the way, there's no sound at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Like, oh, fuck, okay, I'll put it down. So, no, I don't watch my own videos.
So, no, I heard Keem wanted, I guess, the deepest lore on this shit. I'll try to sum it up as quick as I can. I'd say 6 or 7 months back, there's these people that put out an animated show called Murdoch.
Okay.
And they had a clip of Sargon in it. And it's him basically getting a big head and getting full of himself, trying to be a politician, surprisingly. And there's this clip where he turns into like the Akira baby monster at the end, and he starts screaming, "Sargon needs more dopamine." And I thought that was funny as fuck. So I retweeted that. And it like kicked off this sequence of events where his friend wanted me to come on stream, and he asked somebody else to ask me to come on, and I don't know what it's about, so I go on the stream, and there's Sargon in the chat just flipping his shit at me. So I tell him to get on, and Sargon lays it out, and he's like, oh, Jim, you should have been a leader in Gamergate. You were a coward, and you need to do this and this, and just all this really pompous bullshit. And so that's kind of, I guess, what accelerated it. I don't know what his plans are for Sunday, but I heard what you said. You like drama. I live for this shit too. I find it fucking amusing as fuck. The more of them, the better. You know what I mean? If I've got 20 people taking shots at me, that's a good day. So I'm looking forward to Sunday. It's going to be fun as fuck. I'm going to stream snipe the shit out of his ass. I know it bothered him when V was on here last time. I threw out a comment to see if I could get a reaction where I said, I wouldn't stream with Sargon because he can't pull the viewer numbers I can.
Right.
And the very next day I did a stream, pulled 13,500. Sargon immediately on his main channel, instead of his live stream channel, does a stream. Can't even hit 9.
Please bear with me because this gets a little confusing. So, Sargon did a stream called Hello Jim. And then Jim would later restream this stream called Hello Carl, Sargon's real name. Jim would explain why he was doing this later and not while Sargon's stream was going on.
And he blamed me, innocent me, for all the harassment he was receiving, apparently. That's the story I'm going with. And decided he was going to set up a stream called Hello Jim. And he was going to, stream his grievances about me. Now, initially, he had set it up for 3 days in advance. That's when Sargon was going to do this stream. He was going to blow me the fuck out of the water. He was going to teach that motherfucker Metokur a lesson. Big Daddy Sargon, the stepfather, head of the skeptic family, the Don himself, was ready to go to internet war. with a shit poster. Obviously an action befitting a future politician. So the date was set on Sunday, and it was going to begin at 4:30 in the afternoon. I, being the playful individual that I am, said, that sounds wonderful, Sargon. I'm going to stream snipe your stupid fat ass and make a shit ton of money off of you while I laugh at how dumb you are. Well, Sargon kept a brave face on. He wasn't intimidated by this in the least. He was going to stream at the designated time until he didn't. Until he decided to be a bit of a bitch and changed the time. Now, people have speculated that Sargon is afraid. Sargon scared. Sargon worried. So Sargon decides to stream at a completely different time, very early in the morning. Different than what he had listed on his video. And we are going to watch some of this. We're going to watch how a master goes about their business. This finely crafted shit that Sargon has put together.
Jim started laughing at Sargon for turning off his live chat with the exception of super chats and pointed out that there were more dislikes than likes.
Okay, now hopefully you can see that. Well, hopefully you can see a few things. A couple things to keep in mind. That chat box on the right-hand side, well, Sargon, because he's such a brave motherfucker, he's not scared of anything, really. He decided to turn off chat. You know, just to teach the SJWs a lesson. Hey, Anita, you remember Sargon, the guy that said you're a hypersensitive little snowflake? You couldn't take the heat on the internet? Yeah, that's right. Same guy turned off his chat window. Hey, Zoe, remember how you used to cry about harassment? This badass motherfucker is going to show you, he's going to teach you a lesson. He's going to turn that chat box off. So fucking brave. Just so brave and wonderful. I want this man to be my politician. Can we make him my is that possible? Can we get him elected in the United States? Is that reasonable? I don't know. I want to build a shrine to him. I want to build him a little fucking shrine. Now, that can't be right. I think something must be wrong with this video. Because those likes and dislikes, I don't know what's going on. Why are there more dislikes than likes? Clearly the master of fucking banter, Lord Kekistan himself, shadowed the fuck out of people. Why would so many people be disliking this video? I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's play it. Let's see. He's going to drop that heat right at the beginning.
Not long after that, Jim makes fun of Sargon for having no audio for the first 17 minutes of his stream. I watched the Sargon version of this first, and I thought that I had broken something for the longest while.
Okay, I think the intro's almost over. Yep, the intro's almost over. We're going to go right to audio. Now watch me click over to audio so you don't get confused. You might get really fucking confused about what's about to happen. Here we go. That audio bar is all the way to the right. Are my speakers broken? Hold on. I don't hear any sound. What? Can you speak up, Sargon? I'm not hearing anything. Clearly the master of technology, the young, hip, cool guy who's totally not a boomer himself, didn't start a fucking stream with his own audio muted like a fucking retard, and then disabled his chat so nobody could tell him, hey, retard, your audio is muted. That would be fucking embarrassing. Imagine how embarrassing that would be. If you talk a bunch of shit to somebody, tell them you're going to stream at a certain time, then run away from that time because you're disable your chat, and then fuck up your audio. And let's make it a nightmare scenario, hypothetically speaking, and you left that audio muted for like 20 minutes, and you're just smugly chuckling to yourself. Just a big fat fucking soy smile on your face as you smugly chuckle. Look at, all the jokes I'm thinking of, they're all so funny. Oh, I bet the kids are gonna love this. They'll print them on Kekistan shirts. But I'm not, I guess are my headphones broken? Chat, can you tell me, are my headphones broken? I think maybe there must be something wrong here. Something's gone awry. Well, he's talking about a tweet. It's from Wildsmiled. I'll read along until I can fix this clearly on my end audio issue. Let me get this straight. Warplan Purple, otherwise known as Sargon of Applebee's, is going to dox a guy for making fun of his suit? There's something compelling, or there's some... he jumped too fast. I just can't keep up with him. I don't have that youth and vigor that he does. I'm an old man. I can't keep up with this. Here's another one from Wildsmiled. I just don't approve of a big-time YouTube personality aspiring politicians intimidating people. That's kind of a deal breaker for me and many others. Intimidating people? What is he talking about? Well, Sargon did have a bunch of links in his description. They went to like Kiwi Farms, there were some screen caps from 4chan. I mean, we'll see him in the stream. And we'll probably hear him read along if he can, fix his fucking audio. Watching this stream, when I first watched it, and just awestruck amazement at what was going on, when I first watched it, I was vaguely reminded of what it was like to have a grandparent with Alzheimer's, and how they just stare vacantly as their VCR flashed 12. Like it was a mystery of the universe. Like, why is that number flashing? How do I fix this? I'm so confused. Rebecca, bring me my medicine. I don't know what's going on. And I got that feeling. I got that feeling deep inside of me, watching Sargon fumble and bumble his way around this fucking live stream. I mean, these are some sick fucking bands, I agree. But it doesn't really do me any good because I can't hear a fucking thing. And I can't even read his lips. He's just got text on the screen. And there are no subtitles. So Sargon's audience shows up, and they're watching a live stream with no fucking audio for 20 minutes. Apparently people had to call him up on Skype repeatedly and say, hey, you fucking asshat, maybe turn your microphone on. Maybe it would help if people could hear what you're saying.
Sargon accused Jim of having an army of children that he had been grooming, and Jim would show his YouTube demographics.
One of the things Sargon's trying to allude here is that my audience is young, that I'm training my boys at a young age. Well, I went into YouTube analytics. Maybe Sargon's right. Maybe I'm like PewDiePie, but more nefarious. So let's take a look at my age demographics on my YouTube page. Let's see what it says. How many toddlers have I taught to troll people on the internet? Well, I mean, we've got 18 to 24 at 35%, and 25 to 34 at 43%, 35 to 44 at 12%. But that 13 to 17 age demographic, that's only 2% of my audience. I don't understand. I thought I had an army of loyal, trolling 12-year-olds working for me. I've got almost as many 65s and over as I do 13 to 17-year-olds. I don't know what more to say. I think Sargon might actually be mentally handicapped. He's kind of fucking stupid. Sargon of Akkad is a bit of a dum-dum. When Richard Spencer said, let me quote him directly, Sargon, you aren't as smart as you think you are.
After that, Jim would actually give one of the best monologues I have ever heard.
That's what bothers him. It's the dishonesty. It's the dishonesty, not the allegations I'm a child groomer, running a mercenary army of children trolls on the internet. It's like my own outer heaven, my own digital outer heaven. Sargon of Akkad thinks I'm big boss. He thinks I'm big boss on the internet, and I have an army of mercenary children wreaking havoc on web forums from here to hell and back.
Of course, this is a Ralph video, and that was a lot of backstory, just for me to be able to show Jim reading out Sargon talking about hooking up with Ralph's ex-wife Nora.
So let's talk about traps. Now, he had left a comment in his chat room earlier, before his stream started, that was addressed to Ethan Ralph of the Ralph Retort, who hosts the kill streams every weeknight, Monday through Friday, on the Church of Failures channel. Now, let's take a look. This was addressed to Ralph. Ain't your wife in the UK, Ralph? I'll look her up. You know how I like the ladies. By the way, he's a married man. Just want to put that out there. The married politician telling somebody he's going to go fuck their wife. It's very politically. It's a big boy. It's a big boy move. It's a big brain move. Always. No BBC reporter would be interested in a politician talking about wanting to fuck other men's wives. Smart thinking. So anyway, he left that comment to, Ralph's wife, Nora. Nora had a response. I was confused when I heard this response. Maybe you can help me out. Let's read along. Is that really his account? I'm sorry to disappoint, but I lack a penis that Sargon likes on his ladies. May I recommend David Shitrat instead? Ugly as sin, but I'm sure the HRT has helped a little with his breast growth. Well, what did Nora mean by that? Maybe she expands on it. I don't care if he's chatting shit about me. He was caught getting told off by his wife for constantly flirting with trans women. I don't get the own in I might pay your wife a visit, because that just sounds like a threat. But there's nothing scary about that rejected Teletubby.
On September 23rd, Jim would do another Sunday Funday stream and showed off a tweet from Ralph offering a show for charity. Ralph and Jim versus Sargon and V.
Now, I know this is a bit of an aside, and we're going to be going through some funny shit here in a minute. But, so much charity on his part. You know who else likes charity? Sargon? Let me see if I can find this. Oh, there we go. This is a tweet from the Ralph retort, from Ethan Ralph. Since the people want Jim versus Sargon, Sargon wants a 1v1 with me on his own channel, and I wanted to raise money for kids with cancer. My offer is this. If Mr. Anti-Bully, good friend of mine, by the way, is willing, me and Jim, Sargon and V, Super Chat for Good turned on. Money goes to St. Jude. Now, I know a lot of people would look at that tweet and they'd say, oh my, that's terrible. That's terrible. Look at Ethan Ralph trying to use charity to drag Sargon into something that he just doesn't want to do. What a terrible person. What kind of asshole would use charity as a carrot to attack the character of another man and make him do something he doesn't want to do? I can tell you for certain, Sargon would never do such a thing, because Sargon is a smart intellectual thinker. He has moral standards us plebs don't have. Okay, we need to get on his fucking level. Disgusting, Ralph, that you would do something like that. Sargon would never ever do that.
I know what you're thinking, I'm not going to do that, but hang on, I'm not asking for your time for free. I'll pay you £1,000, that's $1,400, for 1 hour of your time to come on a live stream and talk to me about feminism. And if that's not enough, I'll set up a GoFundMe, which will be linked in the description of this video, so anyone who wants to donate to you can do that. You know, what am I thinking? A man of your stature does not need my money, so, I mean, in fact, that's probably an insult to offer you money for your time, isn't it? You don't need that. So what I'll do, I know what kind of good Samaritan you are, so what I'll do is I'll find the charity of your choice, a feminist charity of your choice. I don't know, something like Refuge, or the Fawcett Society, or Women's Aid, something like that. Any charity that helps women and girls. I mean, I can't name one, because I'm a grizzled old misogynist, but you can name the charity, and then we will donate all of that money to the charity. I'll make sure they receive it personally, and then all you have to do is give me 1 hour of your time to educate me on feminism. All I'll do is I'll ask questions, and you can tell me the answers. I won't say anything mean or anything like that. And then you'll have proven your point, won't you, Steve? Instead of, blowing some hot air.
Jim would do the famous Donga voice when talking about Tonka Saw before telling him to go to the kill stream.
And I can only listen to Tonka so many fucking times before I want to put a bullet in my head. Donga mad. Jim use magic fireplace. Make fun of people. Donga no like. Donga break boulders. Use rubble. Attack Jim tribe. Donga no like that. Wrestle Jim. Jim wrestle Donga. 100 not internet people. Yeah, I get it. Tonka. I've heard that shit for like 3 weeks now. Saying that I'm invited on the Kumite. Originally, you were supposed to come on the Ralph Retort. You didn't want to do it. You've also made comments talking about how you only wanted to be on stream with me if you could make some money. So yeah, I mean, if you wanna have a little back and forth, you can always show up on the kill stream. You're always welcome on the fucking kill stream. But I'm not coming on the morning Kumite. Okay, I'm not gonna boost your numbers for you because you can't put on an entertaining show.
Next up, we have the Healstream, described as a Killstream classic by Ralph on his website, with the description being originally aired September 29th, 2018. This is the legendary Healstream, where the Killstream crew raised over $26,000 for St. Jude's cancer research. As the description said, this was a charity stream that was hosted by Ralph. Watch how fast he shut up Null to bring on Jim and his boomer audio issues.
And play it. Go ahead, Josh, quickly.
I think that everybody here all of you should be stressing the importance of our Lord and Savior cryptocurrencies.
All right, thank you.
How to send money.
You've said enough. You've said enough. You've said enough. Mister,
I mean, look what happened to Alex Jones. How pissed would you be if you got to his level and then they just say you're a non-person anymore? No one can even pay
if they can do it to him, they can do it to anybody. And we talked about this before. Mr. Metokur, you are here. How you doing, sir? Uh-oh.
Rip.
Uh-oh.
The black cannot talk.
This is the...
Oh, no.
This is like the Willy Wonka scene where he stumbles out of the factory and then doesn't tumble.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was muted for 20 minutes there. I'm really stop making fun of me. I'm Sargon of Akkad.
What have you thought of the program so far, Jim?
He's gone, buddy. He's gone. He's gone too soon.
Did he leave? Wow!
We didn't save enough children for him.
There he is.
I guess
there
the
he
dots
is.
are right.
There he is. There he is. There he is.
He's muted again.
I can't help it. I'm so fucking old. I'm scared. I'm scared. People are writing articles about me. Stop it. They said things in the news that I said about other people 2 days before. What am I doing?
Jim asked Ralph about singing Ram Ranch if they got $10,000, and Ralph wanted to be a duet between himself and Jim.
So, Ralph, everybody here is saying that you were going to sing Ram Ranch if you had a certain money amount?
No, actually, you know what? What I said was, of course, I didn't have your okay. I said if we reached 10,000, and of course, it was based on my own, personal, okay. I said if we breached 10,000, me and you, at least on my end, I was okay with it. That I would sing a duet with you if we reached $10,000.
I'll sing Ram Ranch with you.
All right. Well,
do you know the lyrics to Ram Ranch?
No, I'll have to pull up the lyrics. That's
oh yeah, pull them up. I think you're gonna like it. Good song.
It's Ram Ranch a love ballad. I want to love ballad.
It is. Do you like cowboys, Ralph? You're gonna love this song.
After raising 20 grand for the St. Jude's Hospital, Ralph, Jim, Dick Masterson, Nick Fuentes, Dame Pesos, Null, Gator, Zidane, and Nick Ricada sang the worst rendition of any song I've ever heard in my life.
In the showers at Ram Ranch.
Ram Ranch.
18 waiting to be fucked.
Ram Ranch.
18 naked cowboys wanting to be fucked. 18 cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch.
Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch.
Nostradamus, Oracle of the Kiwi Farms, said that kids would never see a cent of that money.
Oh God! I like. You know what's going to happen, right? They're going to redirect that money straight to the Anti-Defamation League. The kids ain't going to get shit. No switches for them, motherfuckers.
Sam Hyde, otherwise known as Jason Goldstriker for all you fish tank fans out there, came on to say what kids should be helped and that he had no idea what show he was on or what the kill stream was.
Hear Matt's opinion. Matt, what do you have to say about? Oh, hey, there's
Sam Hyde here. Hey.
Sam Hyde, man, yeah. What? Thank you for coming
Holy
on.
shit.
What? I'm sorry. Everybody, I'm sorry. I sent Sam Hyde the link here and
is
asked him
this
to come
real
on.
life?
Yeah. Sam is my fucking hero. He's the fucking funniest guy. He's the voice of our generation.
I agree.
Oh my God.
I mean, everybody, I fucking love you, Sam. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Holy shit, I emailed you.
We're raising money, Sam. We're raising money for charity for kids' cancer, but only good kids. Only good kids.
Listen. I'm fine with this operation, whatever you got to do. But listen, if any of these kids, I want you to find out if any of these cancer kids have been posting negative comments on my videos.
Yeah.
If they haven't been supporting me, liking the videos, they die. Their lives end here. Everyone else, hey, it's all good. Holy I got no problem with the ones that didn't comment. Listen, I don't care. If they're not paying $5 a month to support me on Gumroad, that's fine. That's their prerogative. But if they left negative comments, they gotta go.
Where would they be paying it on Gumroad? Where would they be paying it on Gumroad?
I don't know. I think they'd have to search for Gumroad Hide Wars to find it. Now, listen, those kids, I want the ones that do subscribe. If there's anyone on my mailing list, I want them to get a little bit extra of the medication that whatever you're doing, okay? Hook them up. Whatever you got to do, I don't know.
Yeah.
Mr. Hod,
how's it going, man?
Mr. Hod, this is your first appearance on the kill stream.
I don't know what this is, bro. I don't know what this is.
Look, none of us
I mean,
so don't
I can
worry.
understand. I can understand you're out of the loop after they canceled your program and stuff like that.
I'm way out of the loop. You have no idea.
Hey, Sam, thank you. Sam, fucking thank you for calling in, man. This is...
Thank you very much. I actually emailed you about showing up on
Look,
the kill stream once.
we raised $22,000 for St. Jude's or something tonight. Fucking thanks for calling in, man.
Actually, it's $23,294.04.
And we're singing about Moon Man and Ramrod Ranch or some shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam, do you know any songs about gay cowboys to raise charity for kids?
Listen, if I got into my gay cowboy songbook, I think it would be a long night. I don't want to get started on that. All right, guys, I'm gonna get back to it. But Dick, I love you, man. You're the best.
Ralph talked about how the stream went and then ended it.
Mr. Metokur, thank you everybody who donated. Literally, that's right. I'm kind of.
That's right.
That's right.
Of course, I'm very drunk. I'm very drunk at this moment, I have to say. But you know, we raised $25,000. That's kind of.
Yeah, I'm a little awestruck. By
yeah, that is
so.
a little bit insane. So I want to thank everybody who donated, and yeah. Anyway, just
thank you, Chad. Thank you, Chad.
Yeah, just thank you.
Very much, Chad.
Tune in to Metokur stream tomorrow, and we'll be back Monday night 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm getting used to the new time. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Dick Masterson. Thank you, Mark Collett. Thank you, Nick Fuentes. Thank you, Devin Tracy, and everybody else who joined us. I'm about to leave you. So thank you very much.
All right, take it easy, guys.
You too.
Take it easy.
But, as the Kino Casino would say, Ralph was about to get felted for a reason that I specifically left out so that I could focus on it more in the next episode. But, for all the people unfamiliar with Ralph, I'll give you this hint. The Healstream has a very interesting segment in it where they talked about something that's illegal to deny in many countries. I feel like a teenager that finds out what it's really like to be a video game tester. I thought this was going to be awesome. I was going to get to watch a ton of Jim streams that I've listened to as many times as I've rewatched SpongeBob episodes as a kid, and this time get paid for it. But what this ended up being was me listening to all those streams at 2 times speed, and then when I think I'm getting pretty far in, just like when reading a comic book, I'll suddenly get to a huge controversy, and then I'll have to go back a couple of months and research Andy Worski and the other side characters that are barely involved, just so I can get the full picture. But I think that's enough about Ralph for a little while. I'm going to talk about Cyrax next as of writing this, and I have no idea if he's done anything recently, but I think I'm coming down with whatever Marty has, where I'm starting to get withdrawals without seeing him go full goblin mode. As always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon.